so much for coming through the Ritz Court. I should have known that TikTok was not going to let me slide. So that is my mistake, and I apologize for that. But this evening, do you hear that? Peaceful music. This evening, we have 3 lovely members of the Ritz community on the docket. I will go over each person shortly, but the number 1 person on the docket, I just want to bring a little special close attention to her as an individual. She frequents a lot of black spaces. Let me turn this down a little bit. She frequents a lot of black spaces. And she also pays for her comfort as well. I remember the other day I had actually referred to her as YT Kells, and she changed her username as if it was a flex. Now, of course, everybody already knows about the past of YT Kells and how she came on this internet, she came on the interwebs, and she gave all of the smoke to a former black vlogger that we have recently passed. Rest in peace, Jen. Now, not only does YT Kells go from platform to platform trying to find her space on Black TikTok, she thinks throwing lions, tigers, and bears is the key for her proximity. Now, what I will share with y'all is that little bleach blonde, bad built, let me stop, that little Ritz person, she's really been working on my nerves. And I can't begin to tell y'all why. I can't express why. But I feel the rage of all the hundreds of years of my ancestors pouring through my veins every day when I see her on this app. Now, what I will disclose is this. If we do get taken down, again, please somebody pin the comment. Please pin the comment if you find it. One of my mods, please. The Mayo militia will not win over here at all. Kels, I remember everything you said about Gen X. I remember how you pretended to be her friend and hid behind other black women as they defended you. Typical for YT people that stay on this part of TikTok for some reason, specifically when those pockets run deep. Now, everybody may forget because you throw lions and tigers and bears, but we are here for reparations. God damn it. And that we shall receive. In one way or another, you will see the damage that you've done. The next person on the docket that we have besides YT Kells, this person has done some things. They've been a part of carrying bones. She goes by the name of Lala. Another individual, also known as Trophy Wife, One Kept Wife, Mrs. CA2. She's been problematic on here as well. And last but not least, and this is no offense to anyone in the chat, we have Trailer Trash Roastiana. Those are the 3 subjects that are on my docket this evening for Ritz Court. Now, what I will tell y'all is this. No amount of money in the world would make me deal with anybody of that complexion that puts my people down. I do have representatives that will be up here as well. We spoke about it a little bit. I'm not sure if they wanted to request up at some point. But before I get into the matters of court, I would like to say, TikTok, this is for educational purposes only. We do not tolerate or condone bullying or harassment by any means necessary. And most importantly of all, we will receive our reparations this evening. Absolutely. But again, once again, if this live does get taken down, which I'm sure it will, I'm sure the number will go up. I'm sure people will stand in the hallways. We shall go to Bigo to continue. Does the court say aye? Does the court say aye? Okay. Excuse me. Bruh. Now, please make your way to the panel. Please feel free to request up representation. I need the two representatives that were going to represent the Ritz people. And I think I need about 2 or 3 jurors as well. This is going to be a very speedy process, as you can imagine. There really is not much to debate or really fight over. The decisions have been made, but at least I chose the higher route of at least giving people the knowledge and spreading the word. Now, please feel free to request up into the panel. Join the jury if you don't mind. And where are my lawyers? Where are the lawyers at? I know Allie was not really trying to represent one of the people, which is fine. I can understand. But please request up if you are ready to continue court. The first person on the docket will be, again, YT Kells. So we're just waiting. Oh, the criminals don't have to be here. That's the thing about when it comes to the Ritz people. They don't really need representation, just like they thought we didn't need it so many years ago. But I give that grace, I guess, just for the sake of TikTok. You know what I mean? Okay. Letting people up on the panel.
Baby's coming. She's just switching pages.
Okay. Hello, good evening. Good evening. Welcome to Ritz Court. Welcome in.
Now, you know I was going to be a juror for saltine pork.
Please repeat that. What happened, Pew? Okay.
She probably had a call.
She probably had a call. Okay. Chasing Minds. Is this Queen Bee? Who is this? Who's chasing my anxiety? Does anybody know what that page is?
This should be Queen Bee, I think.
Okay. It is. Okay. Got it. Just stopping by. Good evening. Welcome in. Thank you so much for coming and supporting.
Emotional damage. Bruh.
There's going to be a lot of emotional damage tonight. Would anybody else like to request, again, the main topics of conversation? First person on the docket will be YT Kells. The next person will be Lala. And then last but very least, I should say, is Rostiana, Trailer Trash. So we have those 3 people on the docket tonight. Would anybody else like to be a part of this conversation? Okay, I have somebody else coming in.
Emotional damage.
Thank you so much for that.
Emotional damage.
Thank you so much for that.
I definitely would like to be a juror, if that's okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I appreciate your participation.
No.
Thank you. Yes. Now, Rostiana is a lady by the name of Mandy. I guess she doesn't roast anymore, so that's not her name. She tried to prove to us the other day that she was not unhinged, but her username says different. It says, I'm not rap tight. Anybody that declares that they are not rap tight can also be referred to as unhinged. But she's last on the docket. Now, the first person that I would like to discuss is YT Kells. It is all right, Daniel. You're fine. It is okay. Now, I've heard a lot of hurtful things that she said. I've noticed that she doesn't, I think she started over on whose platform, whatever platform she started from. Please put the Bigo. Yeah, somebody pin the comment again for the Bigo. Please pin the comment for Bigo. Now, when it comes to YT Kells, what I've noticed is that she can't just stay in one space. Of course, Tabs, absolutely. She can't just stay in one space. Where she is right now currently is not where she started from. Even though she tends to be a very big gifter, Level and all, she tends to cause a lot of problems and a lot of chaos amongst the black community. The last canon event I remember is when she was too upset and too burdened to come onto TikTok and speak for herself. So she had made contact with For the Haters and decided to do an interview, quote unquote, on speakerphone on TikTok. Another form of manipulation and another white tea supremacist tactic, to hide behind a black person when you have problems with other black people. And not only did she hide, but she also lied about her beloved friend. I don't know if you guys remember that interview by any chance.
I was present.
You were present for that. Now, did you feel that it was kind of interesting that she didn't have energy or the gumption to go live on TikTok, but she did to be on speakerphone? Didn't you find that a little suspicious?
I did, and more so after the fact when I've seen her on live and she didn't have a problem after that interview. So I'm confused.
I'm confused as well.
Mhm.
Chasing my anxiety, just to answer your question, I do not know of this lady's background at all. Not at all. No, I don't swear in my witnesses. Not at all. But no, I do not know of Kels's background. What I do know is that in real life, that white tea lady wouldn't make no eye contact with me, not even look my way. Most of us, indeed. But on here, she feels safe. She feels protected. Now, chasing my anxiety, do you know of her background before she had came to TikTok?
You forgot to swear on your witnesses.
We're not doing that.
Okay.
You do not. Okay, Southern, do you know what Kels by any chance? White tea Kels.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Do you know of her background before she had came to this side of TikTok?
No. I met her in John C's live a long
Oh,
time ago.
she was in Jaunty's live.
Yeah, she was a really heavy gifter there. Well, from what I noticed, she goes from platform to platform in different black spaces and gives them pretty heavy, almost for proximity into their space. And then once someone calls out some problematic behavior, she dips from that platform and then goes to another popular platform.
It's interesting that she was on Genty's platform out of all the people to be on.
Yeah, she was on Janti before Janti became started doing debates when Janti was doing like, messy talk and all that stuff.
Mhm.
Um because what some people don't know is that Black TikTok was there was two sides of Black TikTok. There was, one side, and then there was like, Janti and our side where it was like, the hood though.
Right.
So
Well, can
yeah.
I? Sorry, can I
She was
interject?
never an op.
This is a
She
little
was
bit ironic that Ashley is in here, the one that accused I Speak of sexual assault in front of all these people.
There's a
It's just
reason why.
it's just weird that she's here,
There's a reason why she's in here, Drea.
huh?
Drea, there's a reason why. I can message you on the back end.
Okay, yeah, because
There's a reason why.
it's a little ironic and hypocritical.
Okay, I
so
understand.
this quick
I understand.
question
You do understand that?
for the panel member. She disappeared around the time he started having the ops on his
No,
panel.
Ashley, you're not being centered. Okay, calm down.
She disappeared from Jonty's panel around the time he started doing the op lives.
She disappeared.
No, she was in there during when all this stuff, like all the
Hmm.
stuff was going on and all the drama and stuff like that was there. She was in there and she was a heavy gifter at that time. And then she just kind of like migrated to the other side of Black TikTok and then has been there. But when people call her out, she goes to somewhere else.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I was not aware of that. Now to move on, Pew. Were you of were you privy to this knowledge about Kels at all? jumping around from platform to platform.
I don't know that heifer.
Drea, I promise you. Listen, I'm fully aware. You know, I've been in these streets.
Emotional
I know
damage.
who Ashley is. I know what Ashley has done, and there is a reason why. Okay, there's a reason why she is in this space. Okay, I
Ashley's
tell
going
her,
on the docket. Ashley put herself on the docket, so Ashley's definitely
right.
get on that
That's what
damn
I'm saying.
line.
That there's a reason why. So I
Right.
understand your
Happy fucking Juneteenth.
Drea.
Happy
Drea.
Juneteenth, and give me all that. We want our reparations now.
All of the reparations, absolutely, all of the reparations. All right. So, Drea, would you like to add to the conversation about Kels? I don't know if you know who that is.
Absolutely not.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So, are you?
Although I know about her, of course, but no.
Okay. So my panel, I want some jurors and representatives. If you're not going to be either, I gotta drop you back down to the. Okay, thank you so much, Trey. I appreciate your patience with me. Hear ye order in the court, please. Now, to get back on topic, so I did not know that Kels had been on Genti's platform at one point in time. Was she ever on Diamond's platform as well? I do believe that a little bit.
That's the second place I seen her after Jonty.
And I guess she doesn't go over there anymore. And whose platform is she on now? All right. So I would like to know, would anybody in the boxes, would anybody like to represent Kels?
Uh, Girl, no, but my flabbers have been gasted because, baby,
Oh no, I'm not here to represent the mayonnaise monsters. No, no, ma'am.
Absolutely. Understandable. Understandable. Um Southern, I'm assuming that you're not trying to represent either as
I
well.
already told you I am not defending no cracker ass cracker. No,
Okay, we're trying to keep it live. We're trying to keep
you
it
can't
live.
say that, Southern.
my
Ritz,
bad.
Ritz. Okay, so I would just like to put a poll up. But before I do that, I would like to have my jurors deliberate a little bit. Now, based on, I'm already getting flagged, so you know what time it is. We will be moving on to Pico.
My bad. That was me.
please, please pin the Bigo comment again. Please,
It
pin
won't let
that.
me pin it anymore.
It won't let.
Y'all
Okay,
hurry up and tap the screen. Somebody send a couple gifts to Chasing Pillows right quick
right.
so we
Please,
can
just
keep the live open.
tap the screen, please. I appreciate that. Now,
Tap the screen and send her some roses or something.
Okay, I won't call them any more Ritz. Okay, golly.
right, just Ritz. You see, I had to blur out the name. Hold on, let me show you. I had to blur this out too. This looks so whack. Look at this. Looks so whack. I gotta blur that out. So, should I just call you Bella? Because I know you go by like, I think Cartel or something on the other
Yeah,
page.
you could call me Bella. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now, Bella, how do you feel? But would you say, yay, she's a problematic white tea person, or nay, she's not a problematic?
Definitely, yay.
Definitely, yay. Okay. Thank you so much. Um, Chasing my anxiety. Would you say yay to having?
Yay.
Oh, damn. So Southern, would you
Hell
say?
yeah.
Okay, I can't even. Pew, would you say yay or nay? Um, to her being problematic.
I think any white tea person engaging in drama on the black side of TikTok is problematic.
Mhm.
However, in lieu of two lions in a universe, I'm not at will to say yay.
Wait a minute.
Reparations.
So,
I hear you. I hear you.
I hear you,
I'm just
cause
playing, y'all. Yay, yay,
I
yay,
knew she
yay.
was. I knew she was playing. Now I'm gonna put up a poll, y'all. Again, this is Juneteenth. Think about your ancestors, specifically to my fellow sisters and brothers in the chat. Do not hold back because these comments are being screenshotted and recorded. Now I'm gonna put a smiley face if you think Kels is problematic. Sad face if you don't. Now again, smiley face if you think white tea Kels is problematic. Sad face if you don't. And here's the poll. While we wait, play some of my music too.
Hey, excuse me. I'm sorry. While they deliberating,
Yes, ma'am.
um, leopard spots. Can you come back on your real page so we can know who you is? Cause you
I'm gonna need to know who the fuck you are before you say some shit about me, motherfucker. My
I'm
bad. We
just
already
nosy.
flagged. My bad. Shit. My bad.
I'm just nosy and want to know. Can you come back on
Excuse
your
me.
page?
If you haven't noticed, leopard spots, the focus is the male militia in this court. The
Say it
focus is
with your chest.
the Wits people, not Southern. Okay. Thank y'all so much for voting. So we have an overwhelming vote of yes. So Kels has been deemed to be a problematic YT person in our spaces. It's only a matter of time before the space that she's currently in implodes and she needs to move on. Is there anything else that the panel would like to add on to this story?
I just want to
I'm
give a
tired of
side
her.
note and say that it is Juneteenth and we up there having saltine court, and somebody who I am pretty sure is also melanated felt the need to side and derail from the YT people to talk about another black person. Y'all, baby, my flabbers are gasted a whole lot tonight because
Indeed. Indeed, Pew.
I just want to say I'm sick of them. Sick of them invading our spaces and causing chaos.
Mhm. Mhm.
I just want to
Okay.
say, Mandy, Bookie Butt, is that you on that page? Oh,
Yeah.
Bookie Butt, is that you? Is that you, sweetheart? Just come on your page, honey.
It probably is. I don't think I'm even gonna last to get to Mandy at this point. Hold on 1 second for me, please. I might come down, so if I do, please let's all go to Bigo. Please, that is my ID in here, so please. Now, if there's no more words to add on to that enveloping, we shall move on. Because one thing we don't do over here at the Ritz Court is dwell on meaningless bleach demons. Now, the second person on the docket would be Lala. Would anybody like to add in what they know?
guilty.
Big guilty.
All
I
day,
didn't
every
even.
day.
Okay, okay.
Big guilty.
Listen, you're not finna tell me nothing. That lady came over here and put
Damn, you just muted. Okay, you mute.
my bad. Somebody was calling me.
It's
But
okay.
anyways,
You
that
speak.
lady came over here and played right in my face, looked me in my face, to my
Mhm.
face, and I said, "Ma'am, you mean to tell me, as a YT woman that has a problem with a black woman, you didn't see how it was superbly problematic?" Because she said, "Oh, you know, I'm an ally and all that, right?" That's what she said out her mouth. Then
I'm tired. I'm going to go um spend time with my husband because I have one, and I'm gonna pull my car into my stone garage because I have one, trying to belittle the black woman she was talking about on a live stream in question. Was that around the same time?
I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe so.
Yeah.
I do believe so. Hmm. You know,
Our
listen,
fault.
I'm gonna make an announcement really quickly. I know who's in my live. I know who's in my comments. There's a reason for the madness. If you guys want to keep coming in here and pointing it out, it's certainly much appreciated. But I know who's in here. I know who is here. I'm sorry. Please continue. Please continue. Mhm. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to
I'm just saying,
mess up.
Ashley, you definitely going on that docket. Like, and I'm not gonna be anywhere of lenience on you. I hope you know that. Um, well, you definitely getting on the goddamn docket. I'm not. Hell no.
You want me to let you up and run? Okay.
Does she want
Um,
me there?
no, well, you real quick. Listen, please trust the please, guys, because listen, y'all know I know the same shit that y'all know, right? Because I've been around here vlogging for years, right? Just like y'all have. I know who's who, so I get it. I see what you're saying, okay? But there is a reason to the madness, like everybody's saying. Whew. Now back to the topic. Now again, Lala had posted a very inappropriate picture of Nitra in a vulnerable state. But not only did she do that pettiness, she also reached out to Nitra's opposing counsel on her ongoing lawsuit in an attempt to, I guess, cause her to lose said lawsuit. With all of these actions that Lala has committed on multiple different platforms as well, just like Kel's, I would like to ask the panel, the jury, is there anybody here that wants to represent her, by the way? I don't know if there's anybody still that wanted to.
No.
Okay, okay. Did anybody want to add anything else to this conversation?
Sick of them.
Second, okay. Okay, Kiana, you're more than welcome to come on up if you need to. You're more than welcome. If anybody else would like to add in their 2 cents, you're more than welcome. Please feel free to request that. Mhm.
I would like to say this is our fault. That is all.
Well, I can't say I disagree with that. However, I do feel like it's kind of wrong to put the fault all on ourselves. Because just like with YT Kells, we can draw boundaries. We choose not to. Lala was another one where we could have drawn boundaries, but we chose not to. So you are absolutely correct. Those pockets may go very, very deep, very, very deep. But the pain of my people runs a little bit deeper than that. Now, Southern, I do understand that. Uh, were you adding to it? Or was that Bella that was adding to it? I'm so sorry. Before.
No, I think she said this is our fault. I just like to state for the record, I have never been bribed with any lions, tigers, or bears by any of them, and I state guilty.
Okay. Okay. Got
I
it.
never. I never said anything yet.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Chasing
So
you.
I wasn't meaning like the bribery. I just mean that
Emotional damage.
we, as a whole, as a community, we allowed them to give BS excuses and continue to let them in our spaces, even though people say, oh, this is TikTok, you don't really have a space. But, you can still mute them, block them, but they still come around because they give, like Lala, she gave a bullshit as excuse as to the meaning of entertainment when it came to us, and we still allowed her in the space. So that's what I
Let's
meant.
call it. Let's call a spade a spade. The reason they are allowed in spaces because they come in throwing coins. And we have shown time and time again that we are for sale still in 2024. So I come to offer a defense for Lala because, again, we can't play both sides of this. Now, when Lala was giving Nitra, Cash Apping and all that, it was all in. I don't have a problem. White, we are one and white this and white that. But then the minute Lala stops giving or whatever the case may be, it's cracker, get out of here. We cannot have that.
Oh, don't say that word. Don't say that word. Don't say that
I'm
word.
sorry, I just saw it on the
Ritz.
screen and I forgot.
It's
That's
okay.
what she said.
Ritz.
Red. So, well, you know what I say. You know my word, C
Yeah,
Racker.
I
You know,
know.
I coined that phrase, C Racker. So it's C Racker, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Not your ordinary Ritz. So that's the problem that I have with us. We can't. I've always been this way. When we're having a cookout, we love to invite, oh, everybody invited to the cookout. No, that's not how that go. And I got plenty, I mean, good white friends, even redneck friends. But we all know the boundaries. You know what I'm saying? If I'm at a cookout and I know it's going to be one of them atmosphere with N-words going on or the family going to wind up getting into it and exposing things, that's not the cookout that I'm going to invite my white friends to. You know what I mean? So there are times when we have to have boundaries and say, hey, no offense, but this one here is going to get rowdy. I've said this very thing in Diamond's Live before. I've said this in Nitra's Live before. We have to say, this here, we getting rowdy in here. We don't want anybody's opinion because this is a issue that pertains only to the black community. But no, they won't even do it then. No, everybody welcome. I'm like, okay, it's going to come back and bite you in the ass. And then you take them over into the Discord where you know you're going to be definitely talking about black issues, private things. And then you get mad. And let's be clear. We always say you can't tell somebody how to respond. You can't tell someone how low to go. Well, there's a plenty of videos where Nitra called this woman everything under the sun, talked about, called her breath stinking and this, that, and the third. So how low why can't she go low? Nitra went low. Nitra talks about everybody else's health conditions. She's talked about mine. She talked about Dr. Michelle. She talked about theirs. So no one can talk about hers. Is that how that works? Is that how that works? Nitra has sent a black man over there to tell us he's going to travel to North Carolina, Texas, and Atlanta and see a KILL us. But Black Lives Matter. That lady, her color is green. And it upsets me when I see you all sitting up here falling for the okie doke. Because again, this is the same woman who told me Mario shouldn't, I'm talking, Mario shouldn't have came over here with these NIGG odds. He shouldn't have came over here. But yet you also said it was the C Records that exposed him. The color for her is green. The color for her is green. It ain't black, it ain't white. And y'all should understand that. I've seen her. I sat in her panels, as she always remind people. I sat under her, which I can't sit on her fat ass more than 30 seconds. I'm dying. But anyway, I sat in her room. I'm a big one for, hey, this is a black only atmosphere or space for right now. No prejudice or nothing, but some of the things, we always taught in the black, what go on in our house, stay in our house. You know what I'm saying? Nietzsche was the main one saying, I don't do that. Everybody welcome over here. I say, it's not that you're not saying they're welcome. It's saying when there is a pertinent issue that goes on in the black community and we're trying to talk about that pertinent issue and no one can understand our strifes and our pains, we really don't need them in here. Her color is green. Don't take up for her.
I don't think this is really about taking up for Nitra. Maybe I'm misconstrued my thoughts.
No.
It's not about taking up for anybody, but it's about bringing awareness to the ones that do come in our spaces.
Yes.
The sea rackers. This is not about defending any one black creator. It's about us as a whole, and we sick of them.
Yeah, I don't care for Mrs. Nitra. She knows that. Mrs. Nitra has me blocked. But one thing me and Miss Anitra have in common is that we're both black women. So absolutely, I'll take them for it. I feel like in this instance, Kiana, I will say this. I think she crossed the line. It's beyond the picture that she posted. It's the fact that she went to Nitra's opposing counsel in an effort to try to mess up her ongoing case, her discrimination case.
Okay, I hear what you're saying. I built my company for the last 15, almost 20 years. Nitra had no problem trying to destroy mine. And I'm a black woman. Over some words, over opinions.
So you're saying Nitra did something as well off the app in an attempt to mess you
Nitra,
up?
y'all know Nitra goes low. You know Nitra goes low, so we all do. There ain't no low. There ain't no such thing as low. On this app, come on, Chasing. I love you down. I tell you that all the time. I love you down, but I gotta stand on 10. It is no low. You know how they do. They go after whatever they think they can. Oh, your job. Oh, your this. Oh, your you know what I'm saying? Your career, your kids, your this, your that. It's no low on this app. It's no low. That woman talked about this relationship. Said you won't get no husband. That's why he been your boyfriend for 12 years. Clearly, that was discussed in court, but it got brought back here. The reason he can't be your husband is because he's still married. Clearly, that's something that Lala talked about in Discord, but it got brought to the forefront. Now, is that fair?
I do hear where
I
you're
have
coming
not, first and foremost, in my Renee, I have not called a parole board, but I promise you, if I feel like doing it, I'm going to do it. And you and no damn body else can't make me feel bad about it. Because, goddamn it, if mine was behind that, you couldn't make me believe that you wouldn't do it to mine. So I don't give a shit. But anyway, I came to offer a defense for Lala, because again, we see the things that Nitra does, and then she cries wolf. You're talking about a woman who, a black woman was allegedly essayed on. You know what I mean? It came on this app. Nitra brought that girl's criminal history. She brought whether or not she was had custody of her children. She allowed the alleged assayer in her space. This not y'all pick another one. This ain't the one, y'all. This ain't the one. Let me tell you, they give you plenty of opportunities to come against or defend, but this one ain't the one. I'm just being real with you. And it ain't just only because I don't like her, but right is right, wrong is wrong.
Not
This woman harms the black community way more than she harms the white community. So
not
it's just
Kiana.
desserts. Uh-huh.
Kiana, I hear what you're saying, right? And I'm not gonna say that I entirely disagree with where you're coming from, but I don't think
Mm-hmm.
it's a matter of we're saying it in defense of her. It's a matter of we're saying it just based on the things that she's willing to do to black people in black spaces, not necessarily what she's done to Nitra. That's just being
Okay.
used as an
Well, I'll roll
example.
with you on that. I'll roll with you on that. But I guess the only example that we have is a black woman who has shown, just like she was on Diamond's Live the other day. They read a cash app. You let your niece's boyfriend or husband, I'm sorry, husband who is white, say NIGGA, and she said he grew up around black people. What's the problem? Are you out your fucking mind? You out your mind? I don't give a damn if Marvin Gaye raised him. He can't say nigga.
So I'm assuming in this case, Kiana, um, that your answer, if she's guilty, not guilty.
She's not guilty. Find something else she did, and I probably would definitely vote guilty because I don't like the way Lala moves. I don't like how she moves. But as far as what she did to Nitra, she ain't guilty of nothing because Nitra done that and more to her and others.
Okay. Okay. All right. I
Is she the
appreciate
same
it.
one that was blackfishing though?
She was.
Yeah, she was. Her and Kim were both doing that.
And she blamed it on another black woman, saying that another black woman was doing whiteface, and that was the reason why she did what she did.
Who
So,
did that?
Well,
Lala?
voila. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so guess what? Why, if we got that type of damning information and evidence. Why the hell did we throw the Nitra stuff in there? We could have roasted her on that and that alone.
Well, I personally, I wasn't there for
I
her
wasn't
doing the
privy to
black.
that.
I wasn't
Yeah, I
there
didn't
for
know.
her doing the black fishing. I'm
Mm-mm.
only saying what she did to me in my face when I asked her a question and the way she threw me to the side. And like I said, I don't know about nobody else, but for me personally, it has nothing to do with Nitra and more to do with I see how you operate. You say that you're in black spaces and you're an ally to black people and all like this, but you'll do something like that to a black person
Emotional damage.
that just don't sit well with me. And again, it's nothing to do with Nitra per se,
Right. Right.
My
but more to do
sentiments
with
are
what she actually
exactly the
did.
same.
Yeah, she moves real messed up now. I've only like I said, it was what, Friday before this past Friday when I was getting calls that Nitra was doing a change.org, got 300 people to sign so that I could, couldn't do real estate. Imagine that. And so I went live and I said, first I'm gonna talk about me and my husband. We just talking about how we, met. I said, I'll get to Nitra later on. Lala comes up. I didn't know I don't know her. Right. So she comes up in the box's trophy wife and she's like, yeah, I said, oh, well, I guess I was going to get to Nitra, but since I said, are you the Lala lady? And she says, yeah. And so we start talking. And then that's where the night the man came in there and the FBI is involved because Nitra sent him over there because somebody has to record it. He left Nitra's box to come and tell us, I'm coming in KILL. I come to Atlanta, Texas, and North Carolina because all of us, it was 3 of us from different states in there. And so when he left, he went back in the box. She made Alize or whatever her name drop out the box so he could get in the box so she could tell what happened. That's that woman. That's her. We can talk about how Lala moves without mentioning Nitra's name because what we don't want anyone on this app to think that Nitra is for the people. She is for the green. She is for the green. And like she said, she'll kiss somebody's heart. She'll eat their ass raw. If you can show her how a grown person can tell another grown person, well, she better get ready to start eating some ass raw. Cause I just had a closing yesterday with one of my friends. And he, like I said, he is as a redneck can be. Cowboy hat and shoes every day. He ain't got on his work clothes. And he was self-professed redneck, but I guarantee you he and I have already had the rules of them, tell people what time it is in your space and what's expected of them to be your friend, to be your relative.
Gonna use the defense of Nitra to deem her guilty or innocent. Is she problematic? Is the question in black spaces.
She's very problematic. Anybody that does blackface, period, point blank, I don't care what you do, any person that creates a profile under a black picture, anybody that does that dumb shit, you're whitey, you're problematic as hell. Absolutely.
Very much. Very much. I can't ride with you. I don't give a damn if a black person did whiteface. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. You was waiting on the time. That's all I'm gonna
Emotional
say.
damage.
You was waiting on the
But
time. You was just waiting on the
we've
time
all
to do
come
some
to
dumb
a
shit like
consensus of her being guilty.
that. You said what now?
It seems like we've all come to a consensus of her being guilty and deemed problematic
Set
Right.
aside,
in our
set aside from anything
set
regarding
aside from
Nitra.
Nitra.
Yes,
Yes.
anything regarding Nitra, we taking that evidence off the table. She is guilty as
Yeah,
sin.
evidence removed.
Yeah,
Evidence removed. We
yeah,
striking Nitra from the record totally.
Got it.
completely, totally. She guilty as sin.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Got it. Is there anybody else on the panel that would like to add in their 2 cents as well? Anybody else?
I'm eating
Is
ice
that
cream
is that
again at
salt?
9 o'clock. It's y'all's fault. Just thought I should throw that in there.
Wait, what?
Is that salt down there on that little table next to the
Yes, it is
saltine?
salt. Yes, it is salt for the Ritz. Yes, it is. Okay,
They
so we're
extra
gonna do
salty, huh?
we're extra salt.
Damn.
So we're gonna do a poll. The poll is gonna be smiley face, Lala,
Emotional
and thank
damage.
you for the follow. Smiley face, Lala is problematic. Sad face, she is not problematic. So smiley face, Lala is problematic. Sad face, she is not problematic. Let's play my music while we wait. Okay, so we have come to the overwhelming decision again that Lala is indeed another
There's always
problematic
that
person.
one person,
I was
bro.
gonna say, can the
God
one person that voted
damn.
for her come and explain and help us?
Petty, petty Polly.
Not, I have no idea who that is. Listen, Lala voted for no. Okay, that would make sense that she came in here on a different account and voted for no. Listen, I appreciate you
No,
guys.
that wasn't that wasn't her because
Emotional damage.
that was a black lady because I clicked on it when she voted no.
The name
Um,
is Patty Polly, but that wouldn't be unheard of. If it is Lala on the goddamn black page, like quote unquote black person page, using it as if it was her, she's done this shit proper. That's why you goddamn guilt. Shut up.
mhm. Thank you,
No,
Seven.
but I just really want to know, Patty Polly, if that they say that's what your name is, I'm not trying to attack you or nothing like that. I'm not even being like, okay, thank you. I figured you wasn't because I clicked on your thing, but can I just understand why you voted no instead of yes? I'm just curious. It's not even like, oh no, trying to be funny or nothing like that. I'm just curious.
Yeah, why did you vote no?
She might persuade me like Kiana did. I don't know. I just want to know.
Just waiting to see. Just a petty Okay, she just being petty. So she just being the devil's advocate. You know, she's like, I'm gonna be the one
Okay,
person
I
that's
could rock with it. I could
I,
rock with it. I could
I
rock
get
with
it.
it.
You know, it is what it is. Right. Sympathy vote. Right. I get it, man. Okay. All right. Moving on. I appreciate y'all for being here. Again, my Cash App is right here. Reparations. I did get a little bit of reparations. Of course, I would love more reparations as well. Please feel free to gift my panel. Follow, comment, tap the screen. I appreciate all of this. We are holding Ritz Court. Um, the first case that was on the docket again was Kel's. The second one that we just finished was discussing Lala. Now, the next case that we have up, I said last but not least, and I think I'm going to throw in a bonus one. I'm not going to say who, but the third case that I have last but not least right
No,
now.
can you throw the bonus in before we get to that last one? Cause
Yeah,
when you
well,
go
I
to talk
thought
about the last one, you gonna go down. You gonna go down when you go to talk about her. Can we get the right in?
You will go down.
The live gonna go down when you start saying that later day. So can we do the bonus one first, please?
see, but I like to do my homework, and I don't feel like I've done enough homework on that person that I want to speak about. Be real with you. I don't think I've done. We said Kels was
Do
problematic.
we know the person? The bonus one?
She's a bigger creator, so that's why I feel like I'll even go down with that as soon as I say her name. She's a bigger creator. Kels is problematic. Kels pays for his way. Notice how Kel. Let's just dial it back because some people weren't here. Um, Kel started off on apparently Genti's platform. I didn't even know she was
I
a
don't
creator.
know if she started on Jaunty, but she
You,
she was that's
oh
where
no,
I
not
met her at.
salute Kels, white Kels, white tea Kels, why he take Kels. I'm
That's
sorry,
where I
Sam.
met her at. I don't know if she started on Jaunty. Apparently she said she like was on the battling side for a while. I don't know if she started on Jaunty, but that's where I met her at on Jaunty. And then all of a sudden she went ghost. I don't remember her being really that problematic in Jaunty's live.
Mhm.
Um, not that I remember. I'm not saying she wasn't. But she left Shanti's live, just randomly just left. And then when I saw her again, it was on the morning show. Um, and then after that, I was just like, I started noticing how she was. I'm like, "Nah, hell no."
Now, I haven't, at least from my memory serves me right, I haven't seen her on Diamond's platform in a while.
Yeah, she
Um,
hasn't been on for a while.
mhm.
She's been
Oh,
dismissed herself because people started like clocking shit. And so when people started clocking shit, she was like, "All right, I'm a dip. I'm gonna head out." And then she went to another, black space. And then people started clocking shit, and she's like, "All right, I'm gonna head out." And then, yeah, like, yeah.
I feel you. Okay. Okay, understandable. Um, all right, so we've already determined that she, was guilty, honey.
Why
So I
don't we
just
do the
wanted
other
to.
bonus one, chasing?
Y'all really don't want to go to this last one, and I don't know why. Yes,
Oh
honey,
no,
she
because
sure did.
we know we gonna go down. Like I'm waiting for it, but
Yeah,
we gonna
y'all,
go
y'all,
down.
y'all drop the Bigo before she started talking, cause
We gonna
yeah,
we going down with that one. But I'm saying we do have another docket, and they are willing to get on the docket, unlike everybody else.
Hmm.
Just saying
Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
that part.
You could just give us a little teaser, maybe if you don't even go in depth with it tonight until you do some more research, and then
Yeah.
save the
Mm-mm. The
page
one
and
I'm
go to
talking
bingo.
about, no, the one I'm talking about,
Mhm.
we got full clarity and context.
Oh no, I was talking about the bonus one because y'all said if she finna go down, maybe she should just end and go to Bigo for that one, so y'all could go. You can go full throttle and
Oh
just
yeah,
give
no,
us
for
a
sure.
teaser of the bonus one.
But I'm saying the teaser, the bonus one she said was a bigger creator.
Yeah.
I'm saying
Mm.
that she said she wants to get more information on that one. That's cool, right? What if we
Mhm.
change that bigger creator to later? That way you have more time to get information on that one. We could still do a bonus one with somebody that
Oh,
that
okay,
said they want
an
to be on
extra
the
one.
docket.
Okay,
They
I
said
feel you. Okay.
they said they wanted to be on the they was going to gladly get in the panel and be on the docket. They said they would go first, and we all have full context of what happened. I'm just saying. We getting into it. Happy Juneteenth.
So, if are we thinking about the same person?
I'm pretty sure they wanted to get on the docket. They in here right
Did she
now.
say she said she wanted to be on the docket?
She
Yeah, she
said she
said
was
she'll
to be
go
the
first.
first one.
Yep, she said that earlier.
Let's get it. Let's go, baby.
Oh my Lord Jesus Christ. Well,
Cause I'm waiting.
are we really like for real? For real?
Hey
Okay.
yo, happy Juneteenth. The hell?
Yeah, I don't think I don't think it's today. Um,
She said she would go first.
she said she would
Technically,
go
she's
for.
going third. She
Right.
said
That's what.
today.
Yeah, she did. She said she didn't say she would go on the
Okay,
panel.
that's fine. She ain't got to get on a panel. She can defend herself in the comments. That's cool.
Well,
Okay.
listen. I know
Either
you.
way.
Yeah, you knew that this was coming, Ashley.
Either
And at
way.
least
Emotional damage.
one thing I do say is I give you the balls to still be commenting and being here.
Hey,
I
she's
give
still
you,
here.
yeah, I give you, you got some conans. Um, Now if we rewind this back, right, Ashley, this is back in the I Speak versus Police days, right? Um, right, emotional damage, right? That's why I turned it down. Um, Ashley is a YT person on this, a YT person on this app, part of the Ritz Coalition. Um, she apparently had teamed up with another creator by the name of Police of the God, um, in efforts to lie on a bigger creator by the name of I Speak 1906. Um, she lied and said that he had trigger warning. By the way, if any of my mods can drop TW trigger warning. Um, she had lied on I Speak saying that he had essayed her at some point in time. She accepted cash apps, she accepted gifts, and she went up on a panel to speak about the alleged essay. Um, she did finally admit to it being a lie. I'm not sure who offered to pay her. That is a good question. I'm not sure if we'll get that information. Um, but
Um, I
yes,
will say, I will
mhm,
say that
$1,000.
yeah.
I was in the Discord that she was in. Thank you for the gifts, whoever sent them. I didn't even see that. I was in the Discord, and she did also later say that she did not team up with the person that she deemed that she teamed up with, and she said some other stuff. But I couldn't keep up with all that, Chad. And I mean, girl, put it in the comments. Come up on the panel, whatever. Who told you to do it, Chad?
Yeah,
With
because
cause she,
Discord is messy. We need to know. That's why I'm never getting Discords with, because
From
they
what
be
I
messy.
from what I understood, the final thing was when the crazy chick from Canada, Tanya Michelle, has said she needs trolls. We taking all of them down. I'll pay you XYZ. Is when Ashley reached out to Tanya Michelle. Tanya Michelle set up the arrangement and they went over the story. From what I'm understanding, from what they saying, police didn't have nothing to do with that. I can't confirm nor deny. That's just what they said.
yeah,
But
but
when
she also
Tanya Mich
said in the Discord it had something to do with her ex boyfriend or something else. Child, she said a lot of stuff.
That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of stuff, and there was like a lot of like doubling down and lies. But from what kind of was like the end of it was like she teamed up and got with Tanya Michelle with that. When she got with Tanya Michelle with that, Tanya Michelle was like, just say he also essayed you, and then kind of run a story down, and they walk the story through with each other of what she was gonna say.
Right. So Chasing Chicken has a valid question. They said, so a black woman contracted a white tea woman to do it, pretty much.
Technically, a white tea woman reached out to a black woman to see what the trolls were for and what they were going to do. And then the black woman told the white tea woman, this is what you're going to say and do. And the white tea woman was like, I bet.
Hmm.
I know you fucking lying.
Yeah, they was like, I bet I'm going to do that. Cool, cool, no problem. So the thing is, while yes, you can say a black woman is the one that gave you the play, as a white tea woman, the hell you did that shit. Especially then she came on live with I Speak, and he was like, I want to know why. I have questions for you, because she admitted she lied. And she's like, I have questions for you. And she got the nerve to go on the panel with him
Emotional
and
damage.
said how she knows how harmful this is, how she fights for these things, like she fights against these things, and but she still did it. So it's like, so you knew this is like, come on, bro, what?
Emotional damage.
So she knew the severity of the accusations, but she still continued
She said
with the
she's
lie.
fought and marched for these things. Yes,
Got it.
So what did she get out of it?
she was supposed to get 2K for rent money because she was behind on her rent. She was supposed
I
to
know
get
you
like
fucking
2 or 3K,
Oh,
but like it wasn't
damn.
gonna
I
come in
know
the
you
form of,
fucking lying.
it wasn't gonna come in the form of cash apps. It would have been in the form of cash apps. Tanya Michelle wasn't gonna pay that money to her. She was gonna get it by like putting her cash app in the live and like gifts and all that stuff. But she didn't even get none of that.
Crowdfunding? Like a crowdfund live.
Yeah, but like, no, like just like like while you telling your story of what you went through, we gonna encourage people to like cash app you. We gonna encourage people to like gift you and all that. And she didn't get shit from that. Yeah.
She said in the comments that she would like to point out that it was a time of desperation and she was getting evicted, and she actually did get evicted. Y'all don't jump on me. I ain't representing her. I'm just
Man,
repeating
I
We
because the
don't,
don't
comments
care.
going kind of
girl, I
fast.
don't give a
We
damn
do
about
not
your
care.
eviction. I don't
We
give a
do not
damn.
care.
If you was
Yeah,
We
already
don't care.
sleeping in your car, they should have told your ass with the car to jail.
I don't care what's the reasoning behind it. Nothing will ever suffice the fact that you could have put a black man behind bars for no reason at all. besides I need rent money. That's wild. Even if you would have gotten the money for your rent and you would have had an extra month or so to lay your head in that same house, I don't know how you would even be okay with knowing that a black man possibly could have sat behind bars or been unalive over some bullshit.
The answer to that is simple. They do not care. They do not care about anything that we have been through. They do not care about the hundreds of years. They do not care that we did not ask to be here. They did not care that they created this problem called race. Period.
That part.
And then, like, this is the thing that people need to understand. When you have certain creators, or you are a certain type of creator, you have those followers that would do really anything just because, like, they feel like they're attached to you. So, what if somebody that she knew went and tried to unalive this man because of her and whoever else conjured up this story?
That's
Like,
what I'm
because of
saying. Like
them.
it
Like, he
goes
has
beyond.
kids, he has a family, and because you wouldn't go and sell your ass for your rent money, you decide to lie on a black man because you were quote unquote desperate, and then
Okay,
decide to keep bringing your ass in these black, talking about you took accountability, but you're still coming around in our spaces, like basically laughing in our fucking face.
That's Carolyn Bryant behavior. I would like to point out right there that means she would have done the same in real life if there were no internet. Okay?
okay. Let me clear something up because they're asking in the comments a question. So I want to clear this up. They're asking who made initial contact. She is the one that made initial contact. There was a post that was posted on here that it was a creator on here, and the creator goes by name of Tanya Michelle, and she said, "I need trolls. I'm willing to pay. I need trolls to take down I Speak and John T and them because they had a vendetta against them, right? Like I need trolls. Ashley seen that post, responded and like hit her in the DMs or whatever. However, she's the one that made first contact. From what I'm saying, because that post did not say anything about what was the trolling. What were you going to do? When she made contact is when they ran the storyline of you're gonna say that he tried to essay you and this and that. They ran the whole story down. When they ran the whole story down, that's when Ashley came on live with police in them and said, I was a victim too. The way they played it off was Polisa came on live, did her normal ranting and crazy crap that she normally does on here. She went on live and she actually slid into the comments and was like, "Hey, I know that guy you're talking about. I had an experience with him as well." Police then acted as if, "Oh, wait, what? Wait, hold on, what? Are you serious?" Brings her up on the panel. When she brings her up on the panel, Ashley runs down shit. Whenever she realized, shit, I've been caught up. I didn't realize this shit was this deep. Because I mean, realistically, yes, you could have put this black man behind bars for some bullshit, but you know what? You could have also gotten this black man unalive behind some bullshit. Okay, so let's keep it a whole book. This all could have went all types of ways of wrong for this black man on some bullshit ass lies that happens a lot of times behind white tea women and black men. So whenever this happened, she was like, "Whoa, hold up! This a lot of smoke. Wait, hold up! This not what I signed. This not what I signed up for. I didn't think this shit was gonna go down this way, yo. He ain't really do that shit, bro. Like I was, I just said some shit." She ran off that for a while, and I Speak was like 58 hot, which you don't blame him. She finally went into the panel, and because he had questions, which absolutely you deserve that. He had questions. She went in the panel and answered the questions, but like if you ask me, she played in his whole motherfucking face because She done sat there like, I've gotten pepper sprayed and everything, fighting for these things. I knew it was wrong. The fuck you do it, then I really don't have no remorse for you, bro. Like, I
So
really don't have no
let's
remorse.
bring
That's some bullshit.
let's bring to the let's bring to the court's attention. She went on the panel and cried the YT tears of I didn't mean it.
And then you sitting down there and you saying, I said I like to move on from it. It's easy for you to move on from it because it wasn't done to you.
That
You did
part.
this to somebody else. So of course you want people to move on and forget about it and keep you in their spaces so you could cause more bullshit. You shouldn't be in here, period. And if it was up to me, because I'm not a mod and this is Pillows Live, I respect her, but your ass will be out of here.
Yeah, blocked
Hold on,
immediately,
everybody. Hold on, everybody.
viciously.
Hold on, everybody. Am I hearing y'all right when y'all said that black women orchestrated this against a black man, knowing the history of Rosewood, Emmett Till, and so many countless others who were skinned alive, killed, unalived, put at the bottom of creeks and things with motors attached to their neck to keep them on the bottom of the creek. Is that what y'all telling me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes.
Now here's my thing. You scream louder at the black people who did it because again, we supposed to have an allegiance to each other way more than some other person supposed to have allegiance to us.
Respect it, Kiana, but black people are not on trial at this time. They're just not.
Why not?
This is
Nah,
the
that's facts.
Just
Like,
problematic
they
black
some
people.
pieces of shit too. They're pieces of shit
Cause
too. But my
it,
thing
it,
is
it
like,
is, but
you
it's
can't.
Juneteenth, baby. Let us have this day to put the saltines on trial for a change.
I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because my thing is this, right? Absolutely, you're right. Like, they pieces of shit too. They're the
1201,
type.
the black women need to be put on trial. So,
We
Chase,
tired of the tears and I'm sorry's and I didn't mean to do it and I just wanted to stop.
It ain't even. Nah, it
Don't
ain't even
start no
that.
shit. Won't be
Nah,
no
it
shit.
ain't. Nah, it ain't even that. For me, it's the fact of. I think she thinks Ashley's like. No, no, she doesn't. She's talking about the people, the two people that orchestrated this. But absolutely, like, they're the type that Rosa Parks would have been like, yo, put a pum pum and be done with it, right? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, as a YT woman who sits here and says, played in this man's whole face and sat there and was like, I fought for the same shit. Like, I fought against the same shit. That's why I say I don't believe in motherfucking allies, motherfucker. Because how the fuck you gonna sit here and say that in the same breath you gonna accept some fuck shit like that? The minute they ran that whole play to you, you should have been like, nah, I'm good on that, bro. I ain't know y'all was trying to do no crazy fuck shit like that. But because you accepted that bullshit over a fucking dollar sign behind that shit, you a piece of shit, bro. Like, you are you racist as fuck, bro. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not tiptoeing
I'm
around it.
not trying
For
to
you
play
to be
advocate
okay with that is
again. I'm not
crazy.
trying to play advocate again, but I probably would look at as a person and go, just think if a woman came to me right now, so I need you to set up. Let's say she came to me right now, so I need you to set this white guy up. My thought process is going to be, you do know that's your, you know what I mean? That's your tribe, right? What the
I get exactly where you
what
coming from, Kiana. And
what did you do that you
the
coming
tap
to me?
dancers will have their day. The tap dancers will have their day.
They
They
sure
will.
are. Mm-hmm.
I mean, and we all know all skin folk ain't kin folk, but
Oh,
as a white tea woman, regardless of if you were desperate, you should have just been like Southern said, like, hell no. Like,
I'm sorry,
put
y'all.
it
Y'all can
down.
keep
You
me.
trying to say, oh, let's just forget
Y'all
about it,
gonna
like you
put me
didn't.
off this jury because again, me at knowing what black men have gone through, I would have if I got that much vitriol and hate for a black man, I'll go find me a 304 and say, look, girl, I'm gonna pay you. Look, you gonna get paid either way. I just need you to holler RAPE once it's over, okay? And guess what? She's a 304. She's a black one, and da 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 da. So he might not get as much time. But do you know, going to get a white woman to say that a black man raped her is a death sentence in some place in the United States of America.
Right.
So no, I ain't screaming louder at the white woman than I am the black woman. It ain't happening today. Not
I I,
today.
I got a question. I don't
I
even.
agree with that sentiment. I do, and I do believe that
Crazy
those
to me.
people need to be called out as well. We just kind of saying like not today,
I got
Right.
a okay. I got a
respectfully.
question. Okay,
Mhm.
Ashley, I still see you in here. Ashley, I just want to
Mhm.
ask you 5 questions, just five.
Mhm.
And if pillows drop everybody else and just leave me and you for me to ask my 5 questions, and I ain't gonna yell, scream, or none of that. I promise. I just want to ask 5 questions. Would you come up and answer my 5 little questions? They simple questions too.
Because
I think she
I'll
should.
drop.
I think she should.
Hold on. Let me let her
Yeah,
She
answer.
let's
gotta agree
drop. I'll
first
drop.
before y'all go to dropping. She gotta
Yes,
agree.
Wait, hold up.
damn it.
Yeah,
Wait, see,
hey,
I
I
ain't
don't
said
want
I
to
was
interrupt or
dropping.
anything. I just wanted to say that I muted her because I told her she's not going to keep stating her case from the comments disrespectfully. She's going to come in the fucking box or she's going to get out of here. Those are her two choices. So if she doesn't answer you, just understand why. And Notorious keeps muting me. Yes, and I will keep muting you, you fucking trash box. In the box or shut up. I'm dropping. Sorry, guys.
Well,
Mhm. What will it be? Will you come
what
up
will
in the
she
box
choose?
or not come up in the box?
She said I told you earlier. Well,
Okay, but
she should
everybody else
leave.
gonna be gone. It's
I
not
think
gonna
she
be
should
everybody
leave.
jumping on
I
you.
think
It's
she
just
should
gonna be
leave.
me and you. That's what I'm asking. It's
I'll
just gonna be
drop
me
right
and you.
now. I'll drop right now. I can come back. I'll drop right now.
Look,
I'll
she's
leave. I would. I mean, I'll leave. We can turn the comments off. All those things where it won't be aggressive.
She ain't coming up. She ain't coming up because you know what she did with some fuck shit. She ain't coming up.
Turn
if
the
if
comments off.
if she does, yeah, if you do decide to come up, Ashley, because I know you did say that you weren't coming up, but if you do decide to come up, right, we will turn off the comments and everybody will drop.
See,
If you
here's the
decide.
thing. Here's the thing for me. Like
Mhm.
in the comments, she's been screaming about this whole like I've tried to move on, but I can't. Do you realize this black man could have been unalived and his how the heck was his kids family was supposed to move on?
All right,
You
guys.
talking about I can't move on
Mhm.
from fucking heat that I fucking did against a black man that ain't did shit to me. I don't even know this man. So I can't move on from that heat, right? But I'm like, shit, if I would have went through this shit and it would have been a little bit more damn convincing and the right son of a gun was listening to this live, his freaking family would have had to move. How the hell was they supposed to move on from that? You hollering about some TikTok smoke?
Yeah, she definitely need to be blocked and
Can
everybody.
y'all can y'all unmute her so she can answer my question?
Yeah,
Cause
so,
she
so she's in the request actually. So I'm gonna, I do want to, keep our word. So I'm
I
gonna drop
gotta drop.
everybody
Yeah,
else
drop everybody.
besides
I
Queen.
didn't agree to drop
Turn them
though. Man,
comments off.
God damn it,
You
Pew.
got to.
Shit.
Yeah,
She
go
made the
ahead.
deal.
Drop.
She,
I'm a
yeah,
juror.
right. And you,
I got y'all. I got y'all. I'm sorry.
I want you to come right back. Okay, just please come right back. All right, I got you.
Okay, just
I
drop me
got you.
down. I don't know how to do that.
I got you. Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna mute just so we set the tone, Pew, because you have the questions.
Bruh.
I think I already have all the answers I need, but you go ahead. But okay, guys, and please tap the screen. Yeah, I'm gonna turn the comments off. Thanks, Panda. Let me turn it off real quick.
Okay, real quick, because I we just had a I ain't even gonna say a back and forth in the comments, but I said something and you said that wasn't right. So I just want to make sure I have the right information. Who was it that you spoke to that told you to do the storyline?
Tony Michelle.
And it was just you and Tanya Michelle that spoke about it?
Originally, yes.
And it and then it
Eventually, Polisa, we talked, but
now when you say y'all talk, like y'all talked about you telling it like how you would tell the story, or you talk like you were presenting it to her like you were telling the story
like it was true, or you talked like she knew it was false, but you guys were still going along with the storyline?
I don't think I understand the question. Say it one more time.
Did did Polisa know it was a lie when you talked to her?
Yeah, police knew it was a lie. First, me and Tani Michelle came up with the story, and then she kind of like, I guess, proposed the idea to Polisa. You can call it.
Since then, because I said I only had 5 questions, and the second one was a follow up. I'm sorry. Question number 2. Since then, I know that you went on iSpeak's platform. You apologized to him. I don't know what kind of dialogue you all have had. Have you found? I'm pretty sure there's not going to be any peace between the two of you because of it. But have you gotten an understanding from him with apologizing to, not to everybody else, to him, because he's the one that it was done to? Was there an apology to him where he had some closure to this situation?
I wouldn't say closure, but I have apologized to him. Obviously, that's like such a deep accusation and such a harmful thing that I did. So obviously, he doesn't like forgive me. There's no like, we're not cordial. I can't, I don't go in his space or anything like that. Um, but I have apologized to him. But we're not like we don't speak or anything like that.
Okay. Question number 3. I'm sorry, this is kind of the most heavy question, but with all of that transpired, and maybe even without it, but mostly with all that transpired, do you not feel that it would be in your best interest to not frequent Black spaces because of the vitriol that comes when you come into a space? I mean, not for nothing, it's likely warranted, but I mean, do you not feel like maybe it's best if you just not frequent Black spaces so that that doesn't occur?
I don't, I wouldn't say I even frequent Black spaces. Like if I'm scrolling on TikTok and there's somebody I follow and I'm scrolling through like the live portion of my TikTok, it'll bring me into someone's live and I'll stop and like have discourse for a little bit or like have conversation or whatever. But I wouldn't say I frequent Black lives or Black spaces. Um, I know there was another creator that we were talking about earlier. I'm more so on the psychotic YT lady. Like, I don't know if y'all know who. I mean, it doesn't even matter. But there are like other spaces that I frequent. I don't frequent Black spaces.
Do you understand the anger that Black people have for you?
100%. 100%. And I would like to add that I didn't do this. Um, how do I put this? I never got anything out of it. So essentially, what I did was a really harmful, um, obviously, a really harmful thing, right? Um, I didn't get anything out of it. I still got evicted. I'm not like, obviously, like it was warranted, right? Like obviously, I was in the hospital. I couldn't pay my rent. That's on me, right? That's not on anybody else. I did this out of desperation, like I said. It's not an excuse. It'll never be an excuse. It'll never be something that can ever be forgiven. I'll never forgive myself for it, and I don't expect anybody else to forgive me for it. Um, but I have gone to therapy. I'm still in therapy. I've talked to my husband about it. I've talked to, his brothers, and I've talked to, his whole family knows about it. So it's not something that I've had to battle myself. I've gone to therapy. I'm still in therapy. I'm getting the mental help that needs to be had.
Side question. Is your husband Black?
Yeah, which makes this even harder.
Girl, that made me want to ask you 9 more questions, but I promise it'll only be 5, and I already asked 2 side questions, so I'm not gonna do that. My last question is, how do you see How how would you like to move forward after all this? Because obviously, as Black people, we're gonna be mad forever.
Right.
But how would you like to move forward? Like, I guess you've apologized to I Speak, obviously. Um,
I've even apologized to Polisa. I've even apologized to Tanya. And like they're the ones that helped me do it, right? But I've still apologized to them. Because at the end of the day, you can bring a horse to water, you can't make them drink it. They could have said a bunch of things to me. It doesn't mean I had to actually do it, right? I could have backed out. I could have not did it. I got my stupid butt on that panel, um, and I actually did it, and that's my fault and nobody else's. And I don't want the blame to be put on Tanya or Polisa because none of this was, you know, like obviously, yeah, they helped orchestrate it, right? But I got on the panel and I did what I shouldn't have done. Um, so I don't want the blame to be put on them. Like I'm 100% like it's my fault, right? Um, I wouldn't even say move on from it. I think those are the wrong words that I'm using. Um, Obviously, I cannot go in black spaces, right? I can block whoever I have, but that's not, I don't think that's feasible. I don't think going through 3,000 of my followers and blocking every black person on my followers or my following, like, I don't think that's like logical, right? Um, I don't know. There's people that have, not forgiven me, but have, I don't know why they turn their AC on. Um, I don't think that there's um, anything that I can do to like obviously make anybody forgive me, right? Sorry if it cuts out. I'm outside. Um, I don't know. I would like to be in spaces and not not be called out, but at the same time, like I would also like to scroll through TikTok like everybody else does. Worse or better than what anybody else has done, but at the same time, like let me be honest, there are tons of people on this app who have done harmful things, not only to the black community, but a lot of different communities, right? There's people on here who, I was telling CP this. There's people on here who have done things to children. There's people who have put hands on their spouses. There's people on here who have done so many hurtful things to so many different types of people, and yet they have huge platforms. They're allowed in every panel. They're allowed, you know, um, to continue the behavior. Um, and obviously, like me as a white woman doing something harmful, like that doesn't compare, right? Um, but at the same time, like I would like to be able to scroll through TikTok and, just enjoy a
well,
live without
you can't
somebody
really say it
tagging me.
doesn't you can't really say it doesn't compare while making a comparison. And listen, I know
I
I said
hold
only
what I
five
did
questions,
to such a huge, like, I wouldn't even say a standard. To such
but
a,
I get what you're
I
saying in
put it on
such a
a
high
on like,
regard. Yeah,
yeah,
like it was something unforgivable. Listen, I know I said five questions, but I really just want to ask you, like, and I
yeah.
don't support DV or nothing like that. But your husband ain't choke you a little bit when he found out you did that. He ain't knock your head
He
between the washer and the
broke
dryer.
down. He was more hurt than angry. He he broke down. Like that wasn't something I ever like.
Okay, well, that's all I wanted to ask. Thank you for coming up. I
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
you're welcome.
Yes.
Pillow,
Yes.
you can have your live back.
I appreciate that. Um, Ashley, what I will say is this, right? Um, to equivocate what happened with you and I Speak, what you did with I Speak, right? It's not the same. I will say this, and this is gonna, oh God, well, here goes me, here goes chasing pillows, right? I will say that when you're desperate and when you're in need, ain't no telling what you're gonna do, right? But what you do decide to do, at your lowest point in time often dictates who you actually are.
Can we get the comments back?
I'm not trying to yeah, we will. I'm not trying to justify or anything like that, anything that you did do. Because again, when you go low, yeah, you do some shit. That's everybody. But one thing that's really messed up is what happened. And there's really no way we can excuse or take all the accountability in the world. It's not gonna make a difference. It's not gonna make no difference at all. You do understand that part, right? Like no matter what you say and everything, it really doesn't make much of a difference. Ashley, are you there?
Yeah, I didn't know if you were still talking. Um, I'm not comparing it, right? And obviously, yeah, I can take all of the accountability. All the blame can be on me, like it was my actions, right? And there's no excusing that. There's no excuses that I can say, right? Like it doesn't matter if I was at my lowest of low. That's disgusting, right? At the end of the day.
Right.
But at the same time, I would like to also put it out there that that was, a choice that I made, and that's something that I'm going to live with for the rest of my life, right? That's something he is going to live with for the rest of his life. That's not something that just goes away and everybody forgets. Um, and I'm not making a comparison to what everybody else has done, right? They've all done their own things for different reasons. What I did was disgusting, and if I'm gonna do that, like I'm on the same level as them because it's still disgusting. Just like I won't forgive them for what they've done, to children and all this stuff. Like I don't expect anybody to forgive me at the end of the day. And that's it. Like I take full responsibility. I know I'm guilty. I'm putting myself as guilty if nobody else is, which obviously I know they are, right? At the end of the day, I know I'm guilty. I know that I messed up, and I know that I have a lot of work to do.
Well, just for the sake of Juneteenth, and I know if you feel like dropping, you feel like dropping, but I'm gonna let one more person up, and because I told you I don't do none of this with nobody. It doesn't matter. What is that? Okay, hold on. I dropped something.
Them people want to know, did anybody else know you was lying besides the two people that you said?
No, no. Anybody like who? Who else would have known?
They want to know, did you talk to Blaze?
No, I never talked to Blaze. I mean, after the fact, like, yeah, I was in his live, but I wasn't like, he wasn't part of it. I've been in Blaze's live, yes. We've had discussions about this, yes, but he was not aware at the time it was happening.
Okay. Question. Hi, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. Is she part of the case docket? This Ashley person or this was just a random kind of. She needs to kind of.
It was a write-in per Southern.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Y'all can hear me. My audio is good, right? Right? Y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me.
Yeah.
Comments. Okay, I just want to make sure like everyone can hear me. Y'all hear the song? Okay, I just want to make sure we're okay. You can't stay, you gotta go. So there's that. I don't know why we're doing all this on Juneteenth. She can't stay, she gotta go. So there's your exit for all the other black spaces. And if you want to frequent in more black spaces, you can easily hit the block button. Go in some white tea spaces, please. I don't know why you even decide to slither your ass back up here. You can't stay. You got to go. Not on Juneteenth, ma'am. Go give your woes and your sorries to your husband. Never a right time to say goodbye, Chris Brown. Okay? Thank you. You are dismissed. Case dismissed. You are guilty. Stop frequenting spaces that you shouldn't be in, doing all that nasty shit. Like, are you serious? Girl, bye. Now, pillows, you can go ahead and do your big one. But that was just irritated my spirit. Not on Juneteenth, ma'am. You got to go quickly.
I let her stay here. The reason why I didn't block her, coach,
Yes.
hold on. The reason I didn't block her is because I needed her to answer questions. It's way more of a conversation when the other person is there to answer. That is really why.
I
Okay.
know. That's why I
All right.
waited.
So
I waited. I waited.
if she
I
gets,
asked. I
yeah,
asked. And I
if she
said,
gets,
make sure you set me up first so
if
I
she
can give
gets,
her the proper exit by Beyonce. You can't stay. You got to go
okay,
quickly.
but if she gets disrespectful, of course I'm a mute. But I did just for the sake of this conversation. She's unblocked, okay, Panda. I don't want you. It's, listen,
No.
hear me out. Hear me out. She's
Listen, I'm
unblocked.
hearing you out, but the more I hear you out, you keep putting yourself in predicaments, and I can't keep digging you out the hole that you try to put yourself in now.
Man,
Uh-uh.
I think I'll be okay. You know,
Uh-uh.
it's a shallow. But they say the road to hell was paved with good intentions. So here we are.
Yeah, this ain't no good intentions. It's cool intentions. And you know what that movie was filled of. Okay, I'll leave now. Okay.
Okay. All right. Let me Oh, my bad, Southern.
My
Now,
God.
how in the
Okay.
Panda love you down, love you to pieces, but how I ain't had a question before you just
Right. That's
took
what I
that
was trying
attack.
to say
The
for the
hell,
sake of the laugh, because people
Panda!
had questions. That's really what it was. Like, it's I can understand that the situation is triggering. I think a lot that happens here is extremely triggering. But with this conversation, there's only you can't talk to yourself, y'all. I can't sit up here and talk to myself.
I
So
didn't
we
really
did.
And I agree with you, Pandy. I didn't really need questions answered because I saw the whole thing from beginning to end. So I really got all the clarity that I needed when I had seen it. So I really didn't have any questions for her. I mean, real life, you can't really, yeah, ain't no answer that she's gonna be able to provide to me, honey. That's
It's
gonna
the
make me
fact
be like,
that
okay.
it's
I
the
do
fact that
have
you
one
have a black
question.
husband.
Now, I do have one question because she had stated some things about therapy and working through it. Does therapy cure privilege? Like to just throw an accusation out there like that against a black man and then snatch it back because you cried and said, I'm sorry? Is there therapy for that?
I don't care about no therapy that you're going through at
Therapy
this
for
point. I don't
what
give
did
a
she
fuck.
go through to make her
Exactly.
traumatized? Like what did you go through? You lied
Exactly.
on someone. If anything, I speak should have been getting therapy for
That
what
part.
he went through.
Exactly
But
That
my
what were
part.
you
point.
going through that
Exactly
you
my
need
point.
therapy?
She's going to
Like,
therapy for
girl,
her trauma. She's going to therapy for her trauma from the backlash she got for doing that shit. Okay? Because therapy don't cure privilege. Only putting in the work does.
And I'm sorry, my thing is this. You ain't gonna come to me and tell me when she did that whole deflection of like, I see people that have big platforms and they've done
Right.
egregious things. We ain't talking about that,
We're not
motherfucker.
talking
We
about
talking about
them.
what the fuck
Right.
you did. Like, stop. Stop doing that deflection bullshit.
Well, she need to find that therapist that helps with the racism. Find that one and then come tell us about it. Maybe if we let you back in our spaces. But until then, we don't care about your therapy for the trauma that the backlash that you experienced for pulling that bullshit.
and then she kept saying, I didn't get anything out of it. I still got evicted. I still this and that. So if you would have gotten something out of it, would it have been a job well done for you? If you would have got the money, if you would have never got evicted, would you have felt better about what you did?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing for me, right? With all that, here is the bottom line for me, right? It's like I said earlier. I don't care if you would have gotten the money list and you would have lived to see another month in that place that you were living in, right? it shows me more of the type of person you are because you were willing to live with that. Like you was cool with that shit. Whatever the hell came behind those bullshit ass accusations, you were cool with.
Right.
Like it don't fucking matter if you still got evicted or not. You were okay with whatever the
Hmm.
fuck came behind that, even to the point of unalivement. You were okay with that shit.
And probably still would be had she not been called out on it or had it been proven to be a falsehood.
She just wasn't expecting them to like real life like figure out who the fuck she was. She didn't know what the fuck she stepped into. She was expecting, oh, I was just gonna get on this live, say whatever I had to say, run that bullshit ass story, and then everything's gonna be honky dory and I'm go about my life. No, motherfucker, you done walked into fucking the trenches, motherfucker. Let's get it.
Hmm.
I will say this in defense of my good sis chasing pillows because she said she had questions for her, whatever. And I get it. I get it. Like everybody's like, she did what she did, F her, right? But there are some people in this world that really be wanting to like ask questions to get into the mind of people that do stuff like that. Just like people interview serial unalivers and all like that because in an attempt to get into the mind of people that do stuff like that just to try to understand like what the fuck you be thinking when you do stuff like that, right? And
Right.
maybe everybody does not agree with that level of thinking, but Pillows had questions that she want to answer and this is her platform. So
And somebody in the comments just said she's still in Discord, doing fuck shit.
I mean, I don't
So
blame Pillows for not
indeed.
blocking her right away because, like, at the end of the day, like, that's what this is for. Like, at least she stayed around for her goddamn case. Them other motherfuckers, I promise you, every last one of them, writs that we gonna bring in here, they ain't gonna even come. I know this for a
nah,
fact. Like, at least she was here, motherfucker. Shit.
for her
Right,
sentencing.
I just said it on behalf of Pillows because I see like everybody jumping on her like, oh, you should have blocked her. Why you even got her here? Like, this is
And
her
that's why I
platform and
said
that's what
like
she wanted to
I
do. So
respect Pillows, cuz
Yeah,
me.
and guess what? It gave us all the chance to block her equally before she blocked her as the host. Okay, because I know I did.
Me too. But not only that, it also shed light to more people that probably didn't know about the motherfucking fuck shit she did.
That's
That's
really
Yeah,
the
cuz
main
beautiful.
thing.
being honest, I didn't know about this. Like I'm from the game the battle inside of TikTok, so I didn't know. Like I'm just hearing about this today. Like who cuz when I think it was OB who kept asking like who is she, and somebody was in the comments like putting it in there like what she did, and I was like, "Oh wow." I'm like, I can't wait to hear about this. So I really didn't know who she was. I don't know half of these folks. I be in the bushes.
That's probably a good thing, man.
And I'm gonna say this because I do see Boney's point. I see a lot of people's point of view. I see Panda's point of view. It's just that the thing is, a lot of people don't know who Ashley is. Ashley is this isn't the only space that she's been in, and commenting back and forth. I'm not the only space that I've seen her in. A lot of people don't know who she is, so I don't agree, of course, with anything that she did. But I do agree that people need to be aware. It's kind of like when I get on here and I speak about people that y'all like, when I speak about men that y'all like that have done horrific things, right? Beyond the app that have done horrific things to children, to women. Nobody, I mean, at the end of the day, listen, awareness needs to be had. I knew that this was going to happen. Just like with anything else that I do, it typically gets twisted into whatever narrative fits other people, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. Go ahead, run with it. That's why I started it off with like pretty much a buildup. I went over Kells first. People probably won't even feel that. They won't receive it. She'll still be comfortably in spaces. I went over Lala first. Lala will probably, change her username and come back. I'm sure if she's not back already. Ashley is the cream of the crop. Cream of the crop when it comes to this.
And I just want to say real quick, Ashley, I do be on the other side of TikTok doing this kind of good Lord's work. Do not tag me, okay? I blocked you for a reason. I do be on the other side of TikTok, bringing a lot of exposure and awareness to other problematic YT folk. Okay.
No, but it's true on what like that's why I said I understood where she was going with it because at the end of the day, while we know what she's done, right? Again, like I said, there was two sides of black TikTok. They're finally kind of starting to merge now, right? So while we know what she's done on this side, that don't mean that she can't slip into other black spaces. And then after she slips into other black spaces, those people have no idea what the hell she's done.
Well,
So
that's
if
why I said
these
don't tag me,
situations
because then I'm finna have to go up and tell them.
Right,
Okay.
but what I'm saying is these situations though need to have shine light, like
Right.
need shine like light shine on it because at the end of the day, yeah, like we've done it before. Okay, like yeah, we know about this, but other people don't know about it. So then she slips in somebody else's space, and then she does some more shit like this, or she does something else, or whatever the fuck it is. Then they're like, well, shit, no one said nothing. We didn't know anything about it. So I understand why the hell she had her hair and why the hell she did what she did because people need to know.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely understand as well. Hmm.
I
Yeah.
feel like the same way we were going around trying to warn people of that one white tea lady, we should have been doing the same thing for her.
Right.
We should have been doing the same thing because we went over there to the debating side talking about her, messy side, every side that we could think of, talking about this white tea lady that was lying about her job and doxing and all of that. We should have been doing that about her because she's the danger.
I mean, and that's the thing. They did that so much when this first happened, but we're in 2024. It's June now, and people have forgotten. The people that were there, of course, know. But as y'all could see from the comments in the panel, that both the side of messy TikTok that I was on 2 3 years ago is not the same side of messy TikTok. There is a whole plethora of people that don't know each other. There's people that don't know what Blaze has done, don't know what Skittles has done, what Sobe has done, what they don't know about none of that. So
No.
literally, like, I mean, if I'm speaking about somebody, like Ashley lying on I Speak, and there's people in the comments saying, "Yeah, yeah, what? I've never seen that. I've never heard of this. I've never." That is the point of the conversation. It's not to be re-triggering. It's not to make her comfortable. That's not the case. But y'all do have to understand, like, when you have like conversations and some type of discourse with people, you have to give them the opportunity to respond.
A lot
It's
of
just
people probably don't even know who Skittles is, but I do because I be
right.
over there.
Right.
Mhm.
Y'all don't know what he did. Y'all don't know half the shit that happened. A lot of people were not here. There's a lot of new characters on this side of TikTok. So I love y'all down for at least giving me that chance to have that discourse. That is the main reason why she was here. That's why I kept saying, y'all chill, let it be. Because I knew at some point she would come up in the box or she would answer the questions. Because again, we might know the answers, y'all might know the answers, but there's a whole bunch of people that don't know nothing about what Ashley did. A whole bunch of people. You understand me? I'd like look at
Oh
somebody
my
in the comments.
God, shut up. That's not true.
At the end of the day, this is partly what I do. Like I told y'all, I've come on here speaking about different things, spreading awareness about different things, triggering topics at times even. This was a way of kind of trying to make light. Today is Juneteenth. Yeah, so I'm holding Ritz Court for Juneteenth. Because nobody else, who else is talking about Kels? Who else is talking about Lala? For real. Besides like Tea Time, I think, talked about Lala. Who else is speaking about any of these other white tea people? There's so many other white tea people that
Oh, I do.
have
I be
on
doing.
the
I be doing
radar.
it, but just not on this side. I go and try to deconstruct from within on the
Right,
other side.
right. Like as much as people want to like fuss, I get it. I understand that this is triggering. This is not right. I'm not agreeing with nothing that she fucking did. I'm not trying to make her comfortable, but also at the same time, we do have to allow space for some type of discourse. If y'all want to get answers, Pew had questions. I gave Pew the opportunity. Panda wanted to speak on it, and she chose to block. Okay, I'm blocked again because I wanted the sake of the conversation, but it is what it is. Okay, it's either you rock with me or you don't. You either know my heart or you don't. That's the end of it. Because, like I said before, I get up here and I speak about all types of people that y'all love and like, and y'all sit and listen to it. Y'all don't say nothing to stop me, and you go over there and y'all love on that same person. Literally, I tell y'all who people are. Y'all, it's still the same fucking thing. So listen, some people will receive the information that I gave. Some people won't. Some people will be mad. Like I gave her comfort in the world. That's fine. The optics might be crazy. The optics are always gonna be crazy. The optics have been crazy with me from day one. So it is what the fuck it is. I don't. I At this point I can't care. Like Pew had said, this literally is my platform. I don't bring this to anybody's page. I don't request up to spread any nonsense. I come here live on my page. That's it. And that's all. So panel, would y'all like to vote on Ashley?
But before we vote, I
Yeah.
just want to set the record straight about the being that this is your page because I don't want it to get misconstrued. The only reason I asked Pillows about asking the questions is because I know that that was something that she wanted to be done anyway. Because if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't even ask about asking. That's what it would have been. But she had already expressed that she had some questions. So that's all I want to say. Cause I don't know if I don't know if Pillows got any more questions after that. Y'all go ahead and vote. Everybody vote guilty.
Guilty
Man, big
as fuck.
guilty. Like
Guilty.
big guilty. Under the jail guilty.
Guilty.
Pillows is on a short break. Hold on. But I'm here with you guys. Hi.
Hi.
What's going on?
Who that is? Daniel at the top?
Hi, what's up?
Yes,
It's me,
Daniel.
Daniel. What's up?
Hey, Daniel. Yeah, give us just a second. We're going to have a vote.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Daniel.
Hey, Pew.
So, yeah, you
You
guys
you
already
be
know
you be
how I
giving people
feel.
hell on the app, Daniel. I said, chat.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Well, y'all already know how I feel about Miss Ashley. My main issue is everything that she did and everything that she is continuing to do. If she had one iota of shame, she would run away and sink into the bushes where nobody ever saw her again.
I agree wholeheartedly.
You don't just go, oh, my bad, and then come right back. That's not how this works. This is a
That's
little bit.
fucking insane to
Yeah.
think that's how
On
this works.
somebody's toe or something. Like, girl,
Yeah, yeah, right. I bumped into you on the way in the gas station.
You,
No,
you
no.
don't you don't get to pull a Carolyn Bryant in our community and then be like,
That's what I'm
oops.
saying.
Like,
It was
no.
screaming Carolyn to me.
Yep. And then to pretend like she isn't constantly in black spaces antagonizing people is ridiculous because she is.
A little while after that, she was in John C's panel having a race discussion. Like, come on, girl, I've
Oh,
been around. I've seen your ace.
Mm-mm. See,
yeah.
But
when that's what I do when I see them, I hops up in there and be, y'all know this person did this and did that and did it. I do it.
She,
listen, I'm gonna say this. In in some of the spaces that I see her in, I know that they know who she is.
oh,
Right?
yes.
Okay,
And
I got you.
in that I can blame her, but at the same time I can't blame her because if you know, like if you know a snake is in the garden and you go pick it up anyways,
You're
I'm
right.
not finna get mad at the snake when it bites you. I'm gonna
Period.
ask you why you went and picked the snake up to begin with.
I agree with
exactly.
that.
Yeah. Now I can't say when she went in John C's panel, it was just a fucking audacity for me, like with her, because I'm just like, it was a racist conversation, and he knew it was her, and he was like, "Why the fuck are you here?" And then she was like, I want to chime in. And like, she was like, he brought her in the panel because it was like for opposition and shit. And he brought her in the panel and she was being hella ass fucking racist and that shit, bruh. Like, let's not act like you ain't been and like been doing problematic ass shit even after that shit. Like, stop, bro. There's enough evidence to me.
Immediately. She didn't give it a 48-hour break. She was in people's lives antagonizing people. She was never sorry. She's still not sorry.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's why I say it's our fault because we continue to let them in.
Well, one last thing before I let Pillows have her life back. She threw me when she said, "I'm not even on Black TikTok that much. I'm on psychotic TikTok." I bet the fuck you are.
Yeah.
Gooks magooks. Okay, I bet you are. And I couldn't hardly go through my 5,000 plus followers and block all the Black people.
Yeah.
No, but I bet if you sent them all a
It might take
DM,
you a minute, but yes, you can.
and I bet
You can
right.
completely change your algorithm, honey.
Yeah, yeah, you could just cancel that account and start over, stop playing.
Right.
And furthermore, I guarantee if every one of them were DM'd, which I might do if she leaves her account open and show a little video of exactly who they're friends with, I bet she'll lose them all anyway. But
Ooh,
that's all I wanted to say. I'm gonna let Phyllis have her life back.
loving that
'Cause this is what I
idea.
do. I'll go
Here
disrupt
for
your
it.
whole life. You're not gonna be comfortable anywhere
Yeah.
after this shit.
Right. I
No,
totally
ma'am.
agree. I'm finna make you uncomfortable as a
Agreed.
motherfucker.
I
No,
mean,
ma'am.
here's the thing. You want to sit here and say, well, I can't police all my followers and block them. But you can, you know what you can police and what you can control that's very realistic and tangible. Stop going in black motherfucking spaces acting like you just like cool as shit and like, oh, I'm just like, here for the, like, stop, stop,
Right.
stop.
Yep. If I have anything to do with it, every single person you've ever been in contact will know about you. Everyone. Everyone. And then you can deal with those consequences, not just this. I bet you'll have better stuff to do than coming in Black Lives and antagonizing people.
Mm-hmm. Cause I'll have your own people calling you the fuck out. I will.
Yeah, because if I have my way, the only thing she'll be doing is figuring out which food bank she's walking to today.
Right. I do it all the time.
Yep.
I do it
Well,
all the fucking time. I
No
have
safe
your
space
own
for
people
hate.
questioning you and telling you you need to go educate your fucking self and stop being problematic.
I know that's right. She took all that time to promote a lie. She could take the time to remove the followers.
Right.
right, and she's married to a black man, so
So,
that's extra.
I want you to know my flabbers were gasted
That
again when
that
she
was
said that.
insane. I was like,
I know
dang,
he
I
was.
ain't even in the box to give a heavy sigh.
Yeah,
Like,
Baby,
what
right.
like,
the
listen,
fuck?
I told her I don't even condone DV, but he ain't choke you a little bit, just a little bit.
I love that.
Yeah.
You made me chuckle there, because for real.
So let's just so quickly, y'all. Panda's coming back up. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Panda Bear, what's up?
Hey, to be fair, that's honestly what I requested up when Pew asked that question and she said yes. I said, "Oh no, you definitely gotta go because you need to tell me
Girl,
what."
I was in the comments like, oh, heavy sigh.
I don't
she
even know
No.
said
how they
that
still married.
she said that in the question, like in I Speak Spox, when he was asking her questions. And like, here's the thing: he didn't even ask her that question. She tokenized the fuck out of that man to make it seem like I'm a good person. My husband is black.
Well, husband, just be careful because your ass might be next, okay? She might just get
Southern.
mad. So you might not be able to pay them bills one day, and she might just get desperate enough that you gonna be next.
Southern, when you said tokenized, now I know who Ash. I was in Genty Live when she kept doing that. I didn't click on her profile while she was in here, but now I know who Ashley is.
Yeah, and that's why he said in the beginning, like whenever she like requested everyone was in the comment section, he's like,
Yeah,
"Why the fuck are you here, bruh?" But he brought her in there because he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna let them motherfuckers have you. Like, let's get it. Like,
yeah. And I remember
she's
Genty
fucking."
asking her husband like questions, and he was like giving like a off type of answer to it, and Genty was like, "Oh yeah, you know you X, Y, and Z, blah 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 blah." Now I know who Ash. Okay, and
If I'm not
that's
mistaken,
all
she said her husband was Haitian.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bless his
Hear
heart.
ye, hear ye. Court, order in the court, please.
We didn't want him anyway. Last statement, okay? Ashley, we didn't want him anyway.
Child, the
Hear
vote is unanimous. The vote is unanimous.
the vote is
We
unanimous.
yeah.
Okay. All
I'm gonna
right.
be the
We do
foreman
a
and just
poll.
tell you we guilty.
Polls.
Yo,
I seen
Rabbit
it,
said,
Boney. I seen your message, Boney.
wait.
Smiley
What
face.
Rabbit just said, that might be why he ain't leave. If she could do that to a stranger for no
Wait,
reason. Yo,
somebody
that's facts.
somebody
Yo,
just said
that's
she
facts.
currently pregnant. So, like, and you walking around with these hateful ideations? Like, what? Girl, what?
She's
Listen,
exactly the kind of racist white woman that marries a black man because she's racist and fetishizing and tokenizing, and she'll do the same
Mm.
fucking thing to her children while probably walking around in box braids. If I ever see this bitch in
They gonna
public,
get,
I'm
they
going to
finna get, they,
jail.
you
I'm
know they
going
gonna,
to jail.
they headed
So
to getting beat up. Okay?
if there's a bail fundraiser for me, y'all will know what it's for because
Order in the court.
I can't.
Order in the court.
listen, Mr. Nosy just pointed out something that I completely forgot. In the Discord, she did say that. In the Discord, she said that she was hired by an agency to tell that story,
Yep.
and they made her sign an NDA so she couldn't say who was behind the agency. And that's when Leola speculated. Y'all know how Leola go on her theories, and she had her theory and her speculation, and it had something to do with like her ex-boyfriend, girlfriend, or something like that. I don't know, but she did say in the Discord that she was hired by an agency, and they made her sign an NDA. And yes, she is pregnant, which means that she's gonna have a black child. Yes, press. She did say that. She said she was hired by an agency, and they made her sign an NDA. So she couldn't tell it, and they was in the Discord asking her all kind of questions trying to figure out who was behind the agency, what was going on, because they was really like trying to figure it out. And then she kept like talking in circles and changing her story and going around and around, and they just realized like, okay, you lying. And then Leola did her speculation about the boyfriend and the wife, and then they went back and forth. And after a while, Lee was like, you know what, I ain't even finna deal with this no more. Y'all got her in here running rampant and just telling lies unchecked, and she arguing back and forth with me. So Leola ended up leaving the Discord. But yeah.
She told that lie too when police have fake interviewed her. Don't you remember?
Enough about her. She's guilty.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to
guilty.
say,
What
Don't
up?
give her
man.
no more attention.
Yes,
None.
More
guilty.
awareness. Right.
Guilty.
We have
Guilty.
another pig to spit
Copy.
roast.
All right. So let me do a poll. I'm taking the live back, y'all. Thank you. Let me do a poll in the comments.
Welcome back.
Smiley face for Ashley is problematic. Sad face, she is not problematic. Hold on. What is
Hey,
this?
and no devil's advocate on this one because this is Carolyn Bryan 2.0. Please don't do the whole like, oh, I'm just gonna have one just for the fuck of it. No.
Smiley face,
It's
she is
Juneteenth, she
problematic. Sad
said.
face, she is not problematic.
Anybody that votes sad face getting blocked.
That part.
Slapped.
Quick.
I wish she did this fucking criminal. She should have been charged. I know how to put Southern to sleep.
Yo, how y'all know I'm laying down already, bro?
I heard you yawn, girl.
Bruh.
Okay, so there is this is a unanimous again vote that Ashley has been deemed problematic. Thank you, Holiday. She has been deemed problematic in the black community on Messy TikTok. Okay. Now, are y'all ready for the last but not least C Raka? I like how Kiana says C Raka on the dock. The last writs on the
You're
docket.
welcome.
Oh Lord, here it go.
This trailer trash.
Y'all better get to tapping. Like, oh my
This
god.
trailer trash. Who derives from this beautiful state of Vegas, or not Vegas, excuse me, Nevada. Um, Real piece of shit. You know, I'm taking my time. She's a little too grown to be on here talking about she's not rap tight. She's a little too grown to be talking about she roast Tiana, but she don't roast the goddamn thing. As problematic as Blaze has been, she's been given the comfort of calling Blaze boy, etc., etc. While I don't agree with a lot Blaze does, Blaze is still very much a black man. Similar to how I don't like Miss Nietzsche, but she's still hold on. Similar to how I don't like Miss Nietzsche, but she's still a black woman. You see how that works, y'all? You see how that works? Real simple. Now, what I found with Rostiana, aka Mandy, she had an issue with one of the black ladies on the panel by the name of Southern. Um, she says Southern allegedly had sent messages and whatnot, amongst other things that she says. Again, she finds it real comfortable. The thing is, I don't find it comfortable when no YT person. Let me just stop the music. I don't find it comfortable when no YT person talks about black people. I don't care how shitty they are. But to have whole lives, make videos, to put time and effort into making sure that you bash a black man as an older white T woman is insane to me. Maybe a couple disses, maybe a couple subs, whatever. You know, you want to be a part of the bandwagon. All right, hop on the bandwagon. But you still are a white T woman. Why is nobody reminding you of that? So most recently, she went live, speaking about the whole Southern thing, and such and such and such, and blah 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 blah. Um, Accusing Southern of sending messages. Now, of course, my question that I had posed is if Southern did indeed allegedly send these messages, why didn't she say anything once it happened? I guess it wasn't important when it happened. It was only important when you actually fell out with this black woman. So you had to do anything you had to do to throw her under the bus. Now, amongst many other things, like the main thing that's always bothered me is how you speak about Blaze, who again is still a black man. Still a black man. The most harmful person, the one person that literally could have caused the most harm was Ashley. Blaze is underneath that. But you didn't give Ashley not 1 ounce of your energy now, did you? Okay. So Rostiana, aka Mandy. You find yourself in a lot of black spaces because you're protected by a lot of people of color. A lot of marginalized people protect you. And I don't know why. Actually, no, I do know why. It's because you're a benefactor, just like Kels, just like Lala, just like a lot of these Wahite people. People let shit slide. You told me, remember you told me the rentals and shit that you paid for before? You remember that? Remember you were trying to, get my pay, tell me how much I need for this and that. You really trying to finesse on the kid. Remember that? You remember that? You trying to finesse. I never took a dime though. Thank Jesus. Never took a dime because I know you would have showed that shit. Right? Yeah, I had to shake my dreads for that one. I can't even show y'all. But you understand me? You've been in black spaces as a white T woman, comfortable as can be. Destroying a black man who literally only spoke about you because you spoke about him.
Emotional damage.
Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Perfect timing. Now, one thing I will say is this. It's a shame and it's a pity to me that the same people that will march and protest and be advocates can't see how problematic you are. No matter how much money you pay for rentals, how much money you donate towards crystals, how much money you donate in auctions, and all these other things. Rostiana. You remember those conversations, Rostiana? Do you now? Do you? Just like what's the little junior Fairy Mariah?
Oh boy.
You like the older version of her. You what she's gonna be in the next 20, 30 years is gonna be her. That's your little buddy. That's why y'all teamed up against me to try to make it seem well, I know Fairy not to be a liar when literally you accused her of dog abuse. Hello?
Dairy Crane.
Thank you, Daniel. Love Daniel down. I don't care what y'all say about Daniel. I love Daniel down. I'm
Daniel
sorry.
be eating them up. I love Daniel too.
He does, period. And he don't say no more than like 5 words, and he be getting it every fucking time. That's why we love Daniel down. Okay, I know he pisses people off. I piss people off. But I know his heart. He knows my heart. So, anyways, accused Fairy Mariah, which is like your mini me, of dog abuse, all this other shit. And I could go on and on, but I really don't want to piss you
I
off.
mean, she was also seen in a black woman's space,
Mhm.
unprovoked. Did black woman has never said anything about her. I don't even think the black woman really knows her like that. Calling the black woman a bitch and all kind of other bullshit.
Are you
Um,
referring to Bush Cookie?
no.
Because I remember she had threatened Bush Cookie.
I'm referring to Goddess Mia. Um,
Oh.
was on live doing her whole. Nah, I'm not a fan of Goddess Mia at all. But woman wasn't even talking about her. Wasn't even talking about nothing. Went in the live and said she was a bitch and all kind of other bullshit about her.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hey, CW, what's up? Terry, welcome to the panel. I know Terry is one of the few people that have had firsthand experience with this bleach demon. Go ahead, Terry. Take it away. Mm.
What? Where would I start?
The
The
beginning.
the beginning. We're here for it. See, Holiday got her popcorn. Get your snacks. Get your drinks. Come on, come on.
And if you have any evidence, such in the form of screenshots of text messages that you want to show to back up your testimony, we're willing to see that as
Yeah,
well.
I'll show that shit. We
Well,
going
all
down.
of actually, it's funny because all of my text messages with her are voice messages
Oh,
because
even
she
better.
That's
she
better.
doesn't type. Um, but I don't have them on me. Like I would have to record them off of my phone, but because I didn't know this was happening.
Right.
Um,
Yeah, this is very
but they're very interesting because
We can
she
follow
had it.
up tomorrow if she wants to appeal.
Yeah,
Yeah, because we would love to hear that evidence.
Yeah, her grating voice going.
My God.
You
yeah.
just triggered me. I'm gonna have to step away for a second.
I'm sorry. Love you so much. I should have definitely hollered trigger warning, but it just flew out of me like a demon.
Terry, please share with us. You don't have to. You can share as much as you want, as little as you want, but go right ahead.
Well, I met her. I blame you. Um,
Me. I blame
because
myself. I blame myself.
I met
Um,
her because of you, on Instagram. Um,
yeah.
and yeah, and I did follow her. I was considered her a very good friend, and until it got very, very dark and very like too much. I would never. I stopped going into her lives because it was too much of her talking about black people too much, her going after black people too much. I just stopped going in because that's all it was about. I was like, no, I'm good on it. Southern was in there, like when her and Southern were co-host, and I was like, I think that's why Southern stepped down too because she was just too much. Um, I'm not sure. I can't speak for Southern, but it was just way too much of the her just attacking black people.
Mhm.
And I was just like, nah, I'm good on it. Like I'm done. And she was just too aggressive for me. I considered her a very good friend, like at one point, but it was just too much for me. everything. She was just constantly like attacking black women and black men and trying to bring me into things that I just didn't want to be a part of.
I remember when I was going live on IG. That's when I had met her among other people. Like that's when I think I really started talking to you two and like some other people. And you know, we talked off of IG and everything like that. And I saw that she was a troll. But then when I looked at her actual posts and even like just the way like she would talk to me, it's like certain people kind of make me feel some type of way. Like they make me feel uncomfortable. And I think sometimes like y'all white tea people need to understand one thing, and what black people will test you without even realizing it, right? Because everything that you do say that's like out of line, they will very much remember that shit and bring it up at another point. They might let shit go, they might let shit rock and not really like let you pass on certain things. But I guarantee you, black people, we don't forget that shit. When when the ninjas talk, we talk about y'all not getting away with shit. I guarantee, like I promise you, we talk about y'all. And I feel like for some reason that she has been given the same opportunity as Kels, as somebody like Lala, as somebody, even like if we take it to Cyber Diaries, even. She's been given power, she's been given some type of protection because she is a benefactor. I know this for a fact because she told me. She told me what she gave money for, she told me who she gave money to, and how much. I remember at one point in time, I was trying to move because I was still in New York, and she was like, literally, "How much do you need?" I've never asked her for anything. She never gave me any money, but that is her like in her mind. That's her process of I'm. That's how I'm being friends with you. That's her logic. Is I like kind of similar to what we saw today with therapists. I'm gonna buy your love and affection. I'm gonna buy your
That's
friendship.
facts.
She
I
bought my
wouldn't
daughter
know half the
nails.
shit. I wouldn't know half the shit. I wouldn't know that she had. I wouldn't know none of this if she didn't tell me because I didn't ask. You understand what I'm saying? So Rostiana has been problematic from then. So pretty much I started piecing everything together, and I did really start feeling like the only reason why she's allowed to sit comfortably is because she does pay for shit. She used to tell me the shit she was paying for. When I heard this shit about Southern, I said straight up, we talking about one child abuser, right? And who else was it about? Who else was? She said you sent the messages about who child abuser. Who else?
I don't know. The only thing I knew of was the like had these goddamn bullshit ass receipts of like text messages of me showing her that I sent information about that creator to Scarlett. That's the only motherfucking thing that I know of that she said. But now from last night, which randomly happened in your comment section, now the twist is, and I don't know if that shit came from her or not, but now the twist is I also, on top of doing that, I also threatened to have that black creator like unalive had that black like unaliving threats or like doctor to something with unaliving that creator too. So I guess now I don't know what the fuck, I don't know where the fuck that came from. I don't know if she said that shit. I don't know what the fuck. I feel like there's a new fucking layer every fucking week. So it's like what the fuck ever. So yeah, it's some bullshit. Like I said, I don't fucking know if it's just unhinged for real, for real.
Mhm.
Well, isn't that funny how when they're caught in their wrongdoings, they try to cast dispersions on the
Mhm.
actual people that
Mhm.
have been wronged. Hmm.
Every time, because my thing was Bella, right? If it was such a problem that she did the shit, right? Let's say she did, because I don't think she did. I'm gonna say it straight up. I think whatever the fuck she was showing is bullshit. I'm being dead ass, and I said even if it wasn't bullshit, I don't give a fuck. You
Right,
understand me? But my thing is this: why didn't she say anything when it actually fucking happened?
right,
When she was actually given this information that Southern sent this to such a dangerous because she didn't care. So
Didn't
why
right.
you,
care now?
Hellos, didn't you hear her excuse?
What was her excuse?
She said because she is white and she was afraid no one would listen to her.
Oh, but she could be white and like making fun of black people all damn day long, making fun of Ray the Fixer, who, not for nothing, as problematic as that bitch is, she looks 100,000 times better than you fucking do. So that's crazy work.
Yeah,
Crazy work.
yeah, it is.
It was that was the first thing was because I was black and she was scared that everyone would have ganged up on her because they would have felt like she was attacking a black woman. It went from that to like a few other things. Then after that, she was like, I ended the friendship, which was another falsehood. I'm the one that ended our friendship. Then it went from that to she was like, well, I was upset, and so that's why I came out with it. So
Mm.
you're literally telling me after I ended our friendship months,
Hmm.
and then like I ended our friendship months ago. Then after that, you just like are still unfucking hinged because I'm like, hey yo, you're a fucking problem and I'm good on you. You're
Hmm.
still unhinged, so you just flustered in that bullshit, and then you fucking months later, like, you know what? I'm still pissed off. I hate this bitch, and literally said before she dropped this bullshit was literally in a live. I got phone calls about this. I wasn't in the live because I did not. I had her blocked. But I got phone calls from people saying, please, Southern, watch yourself because I don't know what the fuck she got going on, but she said she was going to end you if it was the last thing she did. And then
Ah,
this shit comes out. Like all of a sudden, this shit is like, oh, look what Southern did. I'm gonna expose her for. They're like, no, like this shit's what?
It's the same shit her mini me did. And listen, I'm not trying to get none of y'all in trouble, right? But it's the same shit her mini me did when I told her about that big nigga over there that she fucking sits up under and ha ha he that she saw was such a threat that was actually convicted of DV and all that extra shit. When we were talking shit, it was fine. But when we stopped being friends, she decided to I'm gonna go give him this information and I'm gonna make it seem like you have a vendetta against him when I wasn't even talking about dude. The fuck? So literally, this is like like these are treacherous twins. This is literally Fairy Mariah in the next 30 years of her life. She is gonna be a Rostiana. That's what I'm saying. So the fact that she's so comfortable talking about Rada Fixer, who else? Blaze, who else? What other black person? Polisa, who else? Who else is black? Because everybody that I know this bitch sits on live and makes videos about is black. Is there anybody? Yeah, Alicia. Who else? Who else?
You
When she
know,
actually hasn't been really involved in anything, she involves herself. It's not like the other people that have actually been doxxed and been threatened. What threat has she had to fucking overcome with these people?
you you know, pillows.
Mm-hmm.
The issue
Mm-hmm.
is that we in our community tend to forget that dogs bite because they're cute.
Oh.
Chihuahuas
I
bite.
agree. And sometimes
Ch-
we have them up in our faces and they just about to bite and we catch
yeah,
it.
yeah,
We catch
yeah.
it.
We tend to forget. And I'm not calling nobody no dog, so y'all don't take that and run with it. I'm using an analogy. But we tend to forget that dogs bite because they're cute. And oh my God, no, this is my dog. I love it. It's never going to do that to me. And then before you know it, you're mauled, right? And I say this all the time. I say this all the time. I go in black spaces and I see y'all have a YT personnel where y'all roasting out, riding out on somebody that you don't like. You allow them to say the foulest stuff ever. They're allowed to oh, because it's somebody that you don't like. But then when the shoe turns, when the shoe gets on the other foot, when the rabbit got the pew pew, now it's no, you can't do that because you're doing it to somebody that I like, or you're doing it to me. No, 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 no. You could be here, sit down, sit on your thumbs, whatever. But when you go to being above and beyond and attacking and affiliating yourself in the shits, y'all gotta stop that because then we get to the point where Now they deep in the shits and they feel like they're okay. They can do that because people have made them comfortable. Y'all know why Ashley always in black spaces? Because when all y'all kicked her out, she went over there to goddamn TV Head and they made her feel comfortable and told her, and I know because I was in the Discord, and they told her, we ain't gonna do you like that over here. We understand. You good. Y'all know why YT Kells is still around? Because when the other black people say, hell no, we don't want you over here, the other people say, you ain't do nothing to me. I don't think you problematic. You good. When Lala came and said that she felt that we was entertainment and Miss Delightful came on this app and said that lady said that we was entertainment, everybody gaslit the fuck out of Miss Delightful and said, no, that's not what she meant. Well, we all find entertainment over here. That's not really what she meant. And that lady was allowed to breathe. And they keep being allowed and being allowed and being allowed. And then they become problematic and everybody want to call them out. But y'all not standing on business. Because I guarantee you right now, if any one of our black asses did anything, and not the black men, because y'all let them ride too, but if a black woman did anything right now, everybody on TikTok would be ready to ride them, slide them. I heard Bella name for 3 goddamn weeks. And she ain't do nothing but be messy like every other messy bitch on this platform. And I heard her name in every single live I went into for 3 weeks. And here you have YT women running around doing the most.
The absolute most.
And they get a slide and glide every time. And we
And they
wonder
get in the kick, like she said, the woman might have been guilty of being messy, but these people, they actually get a kick out of, like she said, sitting there talking about black folk for hours and hours, making videos about black folk for hours and hours. That's doing something for her. She gets getting a fucking kick out of it. And you would get a free nut off of me? What?
That's my
Because you
point.
think you can? Because somebody else told you you could? Fuck no.
like that's wild to me. And make no mistake about it, I don't care about no YT person being anywhere. You can be wherever you like to be. But when you sit in a space and you create problems amongst our community, especially that pitting one black person against another, I can't stand that.
Oh
I
yeah,
I I really
that's
can't
what they
stand that.
immediately try to do, and I shut the shit down. I said, listen, I might not like him. He's still a black man. I might not like her. She's still a black woman. I'm not gonna like you more, okay?
And it's past my bedtime, so I'm gonna say this and then I'm gone. I don't care how many of y'all black ass on this app I don't like. I don't care if I don't like you. I don't care if I talk about you every time I see you, bitch. They not gonna do it.
Right, that part.
Kiana came up here and said Miss Nitra wasn't a good example. I don't give a damn. She could listen. It's like me and my cousins. We could fight each other every time we see each other. You not gonna put your hands on them though.
Right. It's like talking about my mama. I could talk about her all day. You can't.
You not gonna touch her no. So I don't care if I don't like none of you bitches. They not finna get on you
And they not
because
finna
that's not
see
your
me
place.
argue with none of y'all. That's why I don't be on messy time. I'm not gonna spend my time calling y'all all a bunch of bitches and hoes when I can go over there and expose.
But anyways, I'm old and I gotta go
How
clock
am
in for
I?
massa in the morning.
Listen, don't do that. How old are you? Cause I'm old too. You don't not too much on Generation X. How?
Listen, shh. You
Cause
not
we
about to
still got
make me reveal my age. I got
Hush,
a grand
we still got voices, child. We don't look black, don't crack. They ain't got to know we is old.
grandbaby in here, Cartel.
Oh,
I
child,
am
don't put
going.
them on me. I got a grown child, but no grandbabies yet. Don't put the grandbabies on me, please.
I got 5 grown children and a grandbaby, and Massel say I got to be there first thing in the morning. So y'all
Child,
have a wonderful, wonderful evening.
you too.
Good night.
Okay,
Look,
Pillows,
that's right.
Yeah.
wait, let
pillows,
me.
keep doing the work of Black Jesus.
Amen.
Sweet dreams,
Hallelujah.
Jesus
Pinky.
says there's
And I
nobody.
made sure I followed you before you drop out this box, okay? Cause us old black women got to stick together.
Listen,
I know
y'all
that's right.
not.
Don't worry, I'll follow you back too.
Okay.
Y'all stop. Okay. Y'all stop that with the old talk. Um,
They called us old. We didn't call ourselves old. It's the youngest. They call us grandmas and who auntie is this? Get her and stuff like that. So
Somebody, wait a minute. I'm reading in the. What do you want to
Okay,
talk?
wait. I was about to drop. But leader of
Yeah.
the birds. I don't know who you are, but you so fucking
Bro.
messy. You is so messy.
What's the question, leader of the birds? And you gotta ask Terry if she want to answer. She can answer. She don't have to answer no
You
question.
want to know why I followed Ashley?
Is that what they said already in the comments or
Yeah.
something? Okay. Hmm. Why you follow Ashley?
I didn't follow Ashley. I did, but I didn't follow Ashley. I put the follow request back in the day when that I speak shit happened just to be fucking messy, just to see what she looked like. And she never hit the accept button until just actually recently, just that night.
Yeah. I
That's
think
why
that's
I
how.
got the accept button. That's why I got that notification.
Yeah,
That's what
a
came
lot
up.
of us did that to
The
be
approved.
messy and
Thank
nosy.
you.
I feel like
Yeah.
I definitely did that, Terry. So yeah.
I
And
said
so
that the
when
other week.
I have a funny feeling she was looking at all our profiles. No, yes, she was on private. She
Yes, she
admitted
was
that
on
she was
private.
on private in this live.
She was.
She was on
No,
private.
she is
I
on
saw that shit
private.
with my own eyes. She was.
She admitted that she was on private in this live right now.
Mm-hmm.
and
She
listen,
was.
I'm just gonna say it. Sometimes we follow them so we can watch them expose them fucking
When
self.
that shit,
Absolutely it.
she literally admitted she was on private in this live.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. I've done it before. I'm not gonna lie. I'll follow you just so I can watch you fucking expose yourself, and then I'm finna call you out. And you gonna block me. You don't know I can still see you from anywhere in the world. You can hide in the caves of Madagascar, and I will be able to see you. Okay?
Right.
Leader of the birds, I don't know who you are, but I don't know what you have against me, but it's fine. She said she was private. She was private during the I Speak situation. I hit the follow button just to be messy to see what she looked like. She was private during the I Speak situation. I hit the follow button to see if she would follow me back so I could see what she looked like. She didn't hit the fucking accept button until that situation happened. I have a funny feeling she was looking at all our profiles and that she happened to see that I hit a follow request button.
Nah, you like the thing is, listen. My whole thing is this, right? Because I already know what happened, Terry. You don't gotta explain to these people. Me and Shorty already done talked about it. I knew it was a matter of you being nosy. Stand on it. You know what I'm saying? You would be
That's
no,
what I
you
just
know,
said. I was being nosy.
right. You would be nosy from back in the day. She just accepted the shit, so when it popped up, it looked like she was requesting to be your friend at
Yeah.
first, and you had nobody would have. My only thing was nobody would have known until you pointed it out that any of this was happening.
I freaked out. Like I freaked out
Right.
because I don't like her. So I freaked out. And I apologize on that and I stand on that. Like I apologize. That was my bad for messing up that shit.
Terry, you take Ambien?
At Lunesta.
You do take Ambien?
No, Lunesta.
Is it like Ambien?
Yeah.
I definitely was around. I was a thing, leader of the birds. I had like so many different pages, but I've always been chasing pillows. I've been around for like 3 years, and that is not a flex. That is a mental illness. But I've been around. I've been here for years. So you may not have seen me, or you may not remember, but I've had the same name, chasing pillows, this whole time. I had oohs and ahs. I had the real chasing pillows OG, Revenge of Chasing Pillows. I've had so many different pages, but I've always been chasing pillows. You know what I'm saying?
The real sickness is that I've been here as your mutual on all of them, and that has got to be a mental illness. I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, I thought you were cool. You know, I thought. But wait, just to get back to the topic, because we going off. Rostiana panel. Guilty, well, Terry first. Guilty, not guilty. Terry.
Oh, guilty completely. And yeah, forever.
And again, Rostiana, aka Manny. If I had a picture, I'd show y'all because she really tried to come for Ray to fix it. And again, I know
I
Ray to
was
fix
trying
is
to find a
problematic.
picture of her.
I know Ray is problematic, but you cannot come for no queen. You cannot come for the queen and think I'm not going to say anything. This is how I am. It doesn't matter who you are. It could be somebody I fuck with. If you say some crazy shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't like this shit. I'm gonna be dead ass with y'all. I ain't like the shit Terry said about GCB. I don't even fuck with GCB like that, but I like GCB as a black woman, right? That's the and I was, and you see how I addressed you, Terry, and I didn't single you
Absolutely.
out. It is what it. This time with everybody, there is no bias. There is no thing, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I'm pointing out facts. That's it. So you saying guilty, right, Terry? I'm sorry.
No, 100%.
All right.
Always.
All right. Daniel, chasing roses, guilty, not guilty.
Guilty.
Appreciate that. Thank you, Daniel. Bella, guilty, not guilty.
Motherfucking guilty.
Had it. Southern is Roastiana, aka Mandy.
Girl,
And
you don't
she,
even gotta ask me that
and
shit.
she
That bitch could go unalive in a hole. Leave me the hell alone.
guilty, not guilty.
Pause.
I didn't even talk about the fact that she came for Bush Cookie. Like, you threatened a black woman. You wow. But guilty. Okay, chasing my anxiety. Guilty, not guilty. Guilty. Thank you so much. And Pew, guilty or not guilty?
The YTs will always be guilty.
Amen, amen. Okay. Now we will do a quick poll for the remainder audience. I appreciate y'all so much for participating. Smiley face for guilty, sad face for not guilty. Problematic, smiley face, sad face, not problematic.
Petty Polly came back just to hit that sad face on your ass.
But I can't take you. I'm not even mad at you. I get it. Oh my god. Made me laugh, so I appreciate you.
Petty Polly, you just you earned yourself another follower tonight.
Alright, so again, we have an overwhelming vote that Rostiana is indeed a problematic white tea person. Now, again, just for the sake of TikTok, these lives are for educational purposes only. I do not condone harassment or bullying or any of the sort. Again, this is for educational purposes only. Now, with that being said, is there anything else y'all like to add before our court is adjourned for today?
I just would like to say for all the problematic YT people that we didn't get tonight, you will have your turn. Okay? Yeah.
Oh yeah. So next Wednesday, what we will do every Wednesday, I think I will help. I'm gonna hold Ritz Court. It's either gonna be here on Modern Day Jones or it's gonna be on my main Chasing Pillows that's with the most followers. Yeah, because it's Ritz Court. So I will be holding Ritz Court every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Whoever would like to participate, be a part of the panel. Listen, I definitely, certainly appreciate you guys being here today. I think today was pretty successful for the first day of, starting off on Juneteenth. Who would have thought? My ancestors were speaking to me. I don't know about y'all,
Yeah,
but that was
and it didn't even get wild. It didn't get wild.
hey, you see, but it was like the right amount. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
Bella?
it was it was a little bit of a tussle, when Ashley got up in the box. But I'm just saying, like, it didn't get really, really, really ruckus like it could have got because you thought we was for real going down.
Yeah, I felt that energy. I actually I want to do some research into that lady that's on your page. So that's what I'm probably gonna cover next week if you want to be here too.
Oh, definitely. Mm-hmm.
Always
Definitely.
welcome. I would love for you to be here for that because it seems
Yeah,
like you
because
have a lot of really,
I'm
yeah.
just still trying to find out what we sound like throughout all of this. You seen the videos?
Yeah, I gotta sit. I was so busy looking at this stuff that I bookmarked everything, but I favorited everything, but I'm gonna look at it. I will look at
Okay.
it. Hmm.
Yeah, and then maybe just find your way over to her platform and watch the people that she streams and how she makes fun of them and how they are mostly BIPOC people. You might not and how she's always screaming out cartel, cartel, cartel because I got in her ass about what we sound like. But she has been getting a lot of heat from the other side, so you might not catch her strip. But 9 times out of 10, and you did know about keto, so you had known about that when I brought that up. So 9 times out of 10, it's mostly our people that are going through rough times, and
Right.
she's being very mean and poking fun, and then them being very aggressive, calling people bitches and dumb bitches and stuff like that. And I just the caucasity of it all amazes me. So I'm like, yeah, you can do a deep dive on her if you like, and
Yeah, we
Uh,
definitely will because we don't have evidence. Yeah. Yeah, that's
yeah,
yeah, pillows. Get your research up because I'm putting my mama on the docket for next Wednesday
no, you're
because
not.
she is definitely a problematic white tea woman.
You're
Because I'm
not.
trying to figure out
No, you're not.
how I ain't getting no good hair
No, you're
or
not.
none of that.
Not no good hair because then that we have to go into another conversation, sister.
yeah,
Hello, because your hair grows, right? So that's what good hair. It grows. You have good hair. Your hair grow. You have a lot of hair at that. So please, hush.
Okay,
Hush
Chris
yourself.
Rock.
Right. Hush yourself.
Mm-mm.
Anyways, now court is adjourned. Thank y'all again so much for being here. Oh, actually, where's my gavel at? My fake ass gavel. Court is adjourned. Thank y'all so much for being a part of this today. We shall resume next Wednesday. I'm gonna be live for just a little bit because I'm gonna debrief and be messy. I'm trying to figure out where my other co-host is at, where Obi's at right
This
now.
is good to me.
Right.
Court's over, Obi. You can come
Yo,
out of the
Rabbi, I like that.
bushes.
Rabbi said call it WCW White Court Wednesday. I actually like
Ooh.
that. I'll give you credit for that, but I want to take that now. Can I take
Rabbi,
that?
and
I
then
actually
Clutch,
like that.
that 3.5 foot bong he's hitting is
Right.
working. It's working, Rabbi. Write some shit down. You won't remember it tomorrow.
Rabbi be in this space. One thing about Rabbi is I fuck with him because when he want to just listen, he just be. I'm just here for the. I'm here for the drama. Like I'm here for the
Right,
mess. Like you
right.
just at least you 100 about it. I
Yeah, you're
appreciate you.
chilling,
Is
rocking.
you gonna drop your jewels on the neck the way you be dropping me on my neck all the time? I'm just trying to figure out because I
No,
need
because I'm
somebody else.
finna drop. I'm finna drop first. I refuse to allow her drop me into the streets like that. Bye,
I
y'all.
need somebody else to get a virtual concussion besides me because you be killing me with it.
Listen, she
I'm
said.
not. I'm not getting dropped. I'm not a jury. I'm a attorney.
Thank you, love.
You ain't representing no damn body.
I said I was gonna represent colored people. I should not say colored. Black people, but I say black, but it's not just black. Like people of color, but not
You
all of
said
them, because I
Terry,
don't
come
like
back
a lot
up.
of them.
Come back up real quick, Terry. Because somebody
I don't
had.
like a lot of them.
It's nothing bad. It's just something I really like, kind of just kind of spaced on a little bit. Because somebody had said to me that it's like they had messaged me and they were kind of worried about me speaking about so and so. Hold on. Yeah. So Terry, somebody had messaged me, right? And they said they were worried about me speaking about Mandy because how she may or may not like want to open up Pandora's box or some bullshit. Now, what I said is this: I know she's not in trouble. Terry's not in trouble. It's not people. Terry's not in trouble. All I'm saying is this, right? Um, if there is, just listen. I'm gonna drag that bitch. Do you understand me? If she does, right? And I don't normally like say much on anybody, but she's somebody that's got on my nerves so bad. And then the other day she tried to like stream me and fucking like have some type of like back and forth from her live to mine. Like I will drag her for you. Okay, so just
Wait,
and
oh, she's threatening me?
well, they weren't saying that, but they were saying they were afraid that me speaking about this situation would trigger her to want to speak about you in some way. They didn't say what way, but they said speak about you. They didn't say what way, and I'd be really just kind of just lost. So, like I be knowing shit, but I'm not putting nothing together with that. I don't really know what the fuck they were talking about. So,
Hey Terry, you think what I'm thinking?
Oh, absolutely.
you
Go
know what I'm
ahead,
saying?
child. Go ahead, child.
Hush, hush.
Uh, there ain't nothing she can speak about that hasn't been publicly said. I don't care.
Yeah, and at this point, it's like if that's what she does, then that just again shows how unhinged she actually is.
Miserable.
Miss, I'm not rap tight. Miss, I'm not rap tight. Miss, what's another name? I don't like you, bitch, or some shit like
On the
that.
Like
top.
my
I'm the
guy, I did a
Do we
whole
not?
documentary.
Do
Like
we not? Do we
right.
not see a thing of shit that happened fucking months, a year, however the fuck long ago? This bitch randomly comes up with new information about it. Is this shit not getting fucking seen, bro?
Somebody said something to me because they say be careful with talking about it. Pew, I love you down. Somebody had messaged me and they said that they were like kind of paranoid about that, and I was like, all right, but I didn't ask any questions. They didn't give me any details. They were very vague.
Listen, I'm just saying this, okay? Whatever the
Yes.
hell it is, you supposedly have exposed, like, if it's meat or whatever, I don't give a fuck. Because I don't give a fuck. Because you supposedly exposed me already. So what you trying to say you got more shit that you bought to? See, here's the thing. That shit is already like it shows like motherfucker. What the fuck you talking about? If I'm
That's what
gonna
I'm
drop
saying.
some shit on somebody, I'm gonna drop everything I got on them motherfuckers. What you mean you got more shit? Like this shit not making sense.
Like it's fine. Like you want to keep dropping shit. Like
Come on, let's
it
go.
shows you, shows who you are.
Let's go. Because at the end of the day, it's like it's not making sense. So what you gonna do every 3 to 6 months? Drop new information about people with old shit that makes no. Listen, child, I'm
no,
about
it
to get
really
your shit.
doesn't.
I'm gonna get your shit banned. I need to just go on mute.
No, I think we did pretty good. Like I lasted for how long? Like almost three full hours. I didn't get.
Actually gonna. This is the thing. I'm gonna actually just laugh about that. Like
Yeah, there's money. She
there's
but man,
there's
but
really nothing she can say about me that
you like forcing
hasn't
people
been
in her
said
life.
already.
Right
Again,
there.
and,
It's
and
four
here's the
people in her
thing.
lives.
For
Like
the
nobody
fact
cares.
that somebody had to, the fact that someone sent you a message, Jason, saying, "Hey, be careful speaking about Mandy because she might open Pandora's box." Like, do y'all not see the problem in that shit? Like, is she just targeting and black? Why the fuck she don't go after no white tea person?
She's going after me.
Well, technically, Terry is the white tea person.
In proximity to what?
I'm done.
In proximity to who?
Oh, shit.
Exactly. Terry, yes, is definitely a YT person. A
Yeah.
YT person that's in proximity to who? Come on, bro. Like y'all gotta push it together. That bitch. I'm gonna be. I'm going. Bye. Shit. I'm in the comments.
That's all I'm saying. Gotta put this shit together. Terry, one thing I'm gonna say is I appreciate you coming up today.
I love you guys. Oh my god.
Terry, man. I don't want you to feel no type of way. It's just you gotta understand. Like when I stand on some shit, I stand on that shit for real, for real. Like
Yeah,
my girl will tell you. Like I don't nothing. I stand on my shit.
I've known you for 3 years. I know.
So you understand that I'm you know for my people, by my people, with my people, job. That's really one of the reasons. That's really why I'm not like blogging like that because I don't feel like it's conducive anymore. Like sometimes it's like yeah, there's some shit going on. It's like I'm nosy. Look at this.
It's a
It's a
travesty.
travesty. All right, but anyways,
It's just out of papers. Nobody
it's
can
out of
get,
paper, yeah. And
you
I'm
know?
fucking poor as shit. I'm broke as fuck. All right, listen. I fuck with y'all. I'm gonna go make some food. I fuck with y'all. Listen, thank y'all for being here again. Appreciate y'all. Thank you, Terry.
No problem. I'm good on it though. Thank you for letting me know.
Yeah, I should have at least messaged you, but literally, it happened while I was trying to do the designs here, and then I was trying to take care of some shit at home real quick, and
Oh,
it really I did space out on that a little bit. It just kind of Anyways,
She's always all bark, no bite. I got your back.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm not scared of no like 80-year-old lady. I'm good.
Right.
Damn.
It smells like fucking piss and cough syrup. Go to hell.
Oh, yo, what a smell. Well, you know, I gotta play. What a scent is that?
Hot dog water.
I don't even want to hear that.
Hot dog water.
I don't. We playing music.
Yeah.
Good night.
Mhm.
Good night, y'all.
Good night.